We're live.
We are live. What's up, guys? I know I said 10:30, but I like to be fashionably late. And guess who's here, guys? Guess who's here? Zach. What's up, Zach?
Good.
We're still waiting on John. Hopefully he makes it. He said he got free from Mr. Emerald. Zach got free from him.
It wasn't that hard.
Yeah, he has no legs.
He has no legs. So
Think about that, guys.
yeah,
The goons are idiots.
dropped a little pieces.
Yeah.
Little pieces here and
Yeah.
there. How's it going, everybody? It's good to be back. It's been a few weeks for me since I've been on the show.
It's good to have you back.
Yeah,
Good
man.
to have you back.
I miss these rave lights, man.
Do-do-do-do.
This thing, why is this light changing? It's crazy.
Oh, we forgot to. Yeah, we forgot to do that. I don't know why. There we
See that
go.
thumbnail?
Nice.
It's awesome.
All right.
Cool. It's your boy.
Oh. Snake. What's up, my friend? What is up?
Alright, so we're gonna let some people trickle in here.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. It's been it's been 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks since I've been on the show. It's been 2 weeks since the last show, right?
Week.
You guys did one last week?
I didn't do one last week, so is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
All right, 2 weeks.
2 weeks since the last show. Wow,
Yeah.
time flies. when
Yeah,
you're-
it is. Time does fly.
It
Flies.
I guess the exclamation point is great. But yeah, so the topics that we're going to talk about today, basically we're going to touch on the Birds of Prey stuff that we've been getting.
Birds of Nay.
Okay, well, and then we also got some stuff for Captain Marvel. We got a Super Bowl trailer for that. We also got a Super Bowl trailer for Avengers Endgame. Very quick stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Showed
It
us
was
literally nothing.
Yeah.
And then some news that broke today that apparently they're developing a spin-off from Aquaman based on the trench creatures that were in the movie, like a horror movie. So yeah, all that and more coming up. I wish we had like a little
Stream.
transition.
Well, eventually we will.
We'll get there.
Eventually we will. We gotta get a new laptop. We got the Wi-Fi. Hopefully it looks good. You all let me know. Hey, what's up, Ryan? What's up, buddy? Low volume.
Low.
Maybe on the phone mic.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Let me scoot a little
Hold
closer.
on 1 sec. But I'll give that a. And then while Zach's getting the mic, I'll play this one.
Let's see if that's better.
Oh, so glad you're here, DJ Woofy. I got you a song, my friend. DJ Woofy.
So there's a thing.
It might be too close.
No, we're gonna have to squeeze together. It's all right.
Woofy.
Is that better on the volume? By the way, can you hear us better?
We'll just get a little closer together. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, everybody?
All right. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We missed a couple weeks. So anyway, let's go ahead and start with it. All right.
Okay.
Breaking news: The Trench getting its own.
Yeah.
So this isn't going to be directed by James Wan, the
Okay.
guy who directed the first Aquaman movie. Even though it's a spin-off of that, it's going to be produced by James Wan but directed by somebody else.
Okay.
So my question: why?
Why produce it, not direct it?
No, why make one? Like I want to see more of the worlds of Aquaman, but The Trench was the last thing that I thought would get its own movie.
Well,
I mean, a horror movie, I guess, but I mean, at the same time, like they kind of touched on that, and then like that's pretty much it. Like I don't.
maybe
think
they'll
they
just
have,
like it's just a movie of them going straight further down the hole, down the trench.
It's not gonna have any of the main cast. from
We
Aquaman.
can never get to the bottom.
It's just. What is it? Just gonna be trench creatures swimming
just
around?
like swimming around. Hey, what's up, Phil? Not much, buddy.
Maybe it'll be about like professional divers that trench.
Oh, that'd be cool. Link is on. Oh my god. We found a chest! Oh no, it's just. I think that's just Link. Hey, what's up, buddy?
That was so anticlimactic. that was like.
Yeah, we started late. We were having some issues with some of the equipment, so I wanted to get it all touched up.
But it's all good now. We're talking about the trench. So the trench, for those of you who don't know, if you guys have not gone and seen the Aquaman movie, first of all, do yourself a favor, find a Showtime and go see it. Second of all, there's a scene in the movie that has these horrific creatures that hail from the trench, and they're just like these animalistic sea creatures from like the deep, dark pit of
no eyes,
yeah,
just like mouths, like,
teeth.
Looks like
yeah. So it's just teeth with fins.
Teeth that can swim.
Swimming teeth.
Swim.
The movie.
Ooh, that's terrifying. Holy shit. Swimming teeth. Nothing. Ocean's nothing but teeth.
Sounds like my ex-wife. So my wife and I went to her grandmother and like some relatives were there. And there was a couple of guys there that, like my wife's uncle. And they had the most middle-aged man sense of humor. Everything was, sounds like my ex-wife. Am I right?
Number 7, yeah. Am I right?
I'm not a drunk, but, my ex-wife.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so. But anyway, so the trench creatures are getting their own spin-off movie that's in development.
What's up, Brett?
What's that?
Brett. Is it Brent? Brent. Sorry, what's up, Brent?
Brent? But yeah, the trench creatures getting their own. How do you think that's going to work?
It just depends what the concept of the movie is, because we already seen the trench. So
they're marketing it
as
like a horror movie.
Is there like a young prince sea creature and another trench creature that are fighting for the rule of the trenches?
So what I'm thinking is, because it's not going to include any of the main cast of Aquaman.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that they're going to probably have like humans, like divers, just like stumble upon the trench and just be like, oh fuck!
Holy shit, Bob! There's like weird creatures in here. Teeth.
This was probably a bad idea. And
thank God I brought my toothbrush.
It's like throwing toothpaste.
It is like dental floss tools. It's a dentist that's trying to
just
scuba dive. Learning to scuba dive.
It's teeth that can swim.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Millions of dollars will be made in this movie.
If it works out, the trench will too. Yeah, I guess so. I feel like Krypton has more of an opportunity for like characters you can care about, but the trench is literally like just animalistic beings.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
But maybe a little backstory, like maybe they were humanists, like Atlanteans.
like the road to the trench, basically, like becoming the trench,
and then like becoming the trench creature.
Remember the trench. That's gonna be called. That's the end of the movie. Remember the trench.
Trench strong.
The trench harbor. Audio is cutting out, not for long periods of time, just like in there. You're connected to the Wi-Fi, right?
It should be, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you feeling better, Ryan? I heard you were sick.
Yeah, I'm doing much better, guys. Thank you. Just a basic cold that I had, but just wasn't feeling up to doing the show by myself last week. So, because Zach had to work last Saturday, I think it was, and then John couldn't be here, so I was like, I'll just, reschedule. Yeah, save it for next time. We'll all be here. So.
And now this show is jam packed with stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
So
hey,
it's all good.
It works.
It works out. Left Shark lives in the trench. That's probably more terrifying than the trench creatures.
Hey. By the way, DJ Whoopi, we got a proposition for you eventually down the road here. I would love for you to be our DJ at some point on the show.
For like an episode or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd
be awesome.
Have him play music, scratch, and we can even ask him questions that the people are asking. What does DJ Woofy think? And then
sucks.
That's fine. It's horrible.
Fuck that. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm intrigued by this whole trench idea.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd rather just have an Aquaman 2. But I mean, if we're gonna get something in the universe, I guess it's a plus.
So there's no talks about, even though they made all that billions of dollars, they're not
They're
talking about doing
so-
a second movie.
There's in the same report that said that this trench movie is happening. They said that no headway has been made on Aquaman 2.
Hmm.
So even though like there are early talks of making that, this trench movie is already farther along in development as of now, as they already have writers
Okay.
writing this thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're treating this almost like the Conjuring universe, where they have like the
Underwater.
Conjuring, and then they have the Annabelle spinoff, or they have the Nun spinoff. You know what I'm saying? Where I guess with this, like, I mean, even with this, like, I don't even know, because of all the kingdoms, like, I would have rather had a movie about the Brine Kingdom with the crab people, you
Yeah,
know,
that'd be cool.
or
yeah. Well, maybe the trench people will fight one of those.
or the Fisherman Kingdom, the people that like they're merfolk.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Merfolk.
But like the trench, like they're just like one note creatures, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know. It's different. But if they make, I mean, if they use the live action suits that they used in the Aquaman movie, it could
Yeah, they look cool.
be pretty.
I know the movie's coming out soon on DVD and shit. So
March 26th.
cool.
Digital March 9th, I think. But it's all about that physical release. They got
Yeah.
if you go on Best Buy, you can pre-order the steelbook, and it's the scene of him with the suit walking out of the waterfall
Oh, okay.
on the front of the
yeah,
steelbook.
yeah. Nice.
So
I know he's
iconic.
going to be at MegaCon, right?
Is he really?
Yes. Zach's excited about that. I'm excited about the whole crew, the whole cast of Back to the Future being there. Like,
I didn't hear about
MegaCon. Yeah, dude. I'm excited about that. Like,
What year is it? That's amazing.
right?
Wow, that's awesome.
MegaCon, man.
Let's see. If they're doing the trench, I want someone like Trident or Lagoon Boy. Okay, yeah, because you need some sort of opposing
Lagoon
force,
Boy?
good or bad.
Oh, is that one on Young Justice? Lagoon Boy? Who's Lagoon Boy?
Lagoon Boy. Are you talking about
Lagon? On Young Justice, they had a guy that looked like a fish dude.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I can't remember
Was
his
it
name.
Lagoon Boy?
That's what I want to say. Yeah. Neptune's,
That's a horrible name.
Neptune's beard.
Neptune's beard.
Oh, okay, so Link said, I hope we get the Steelbook this time. Yeah, because I tried to get the Resident Evil 2 Steelbook, and that didn't go so well.
The game or the movie? Still the video game?
Oh, I don't buy the movies. Yeah. No, the game. Resident
the
Evil.
movies are below me.
Yeah.
The game is way better.
Far and above those.
Yeah, true.
Oh my god, dude. Have you seen the animated Resident Evil movies? Like the one that took place in the airport and stuff? So much better than live action.
Yeah,
what
they're
the
cool.
hell? Resident Evil 2 remake. Been playing the hell out of that.
Yeah.
And when it came out, Best Buy had a steelbook for it. And the only reason I pre-ordered through Best Buy in the first place was to get that steelbook, because somebody there told me that I would get it. And then next thing you know, I show up there, and the first one when they opened, and I got to the product pickup line before the product pickup line cashier got there. Like I was there
You're already.
to make sure that I got my steelbook, and then they just handed me the game, and they were like, "Oh, there's no steelbook with it. I'm sorry."
Sorry, you paid the extra price for the steelbook.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, it wasn't extra price. It was just like if I had known that, I would have just pre-ordered through GameStop and got the digital.
Digital
content.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. So, but hopefully the Aquaman thing doesn't turn out to be the same thing. Yeah, Lagon, yeah. So they spell it like that, or his code name is Lagoon. Yeah. So same guy.
Lagon or Lagoon Boy.
Yeah, I feel like I should know this. I haven't watched enough Young Justice.
Young Justice.
Yeah,
He
you've
was,
already watched all of it, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
went through it today, so.
Yeah. I need to. I want to start back from the beginning and go through it, because I
It's
watched
probably
it
better that
sporadically.
way. Yeah, it's probably better that way because
Yeah.
especially you have to watch 2 to understand what's going on in the third one necessarily. That's weird. Water, pipes.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah, I would. Yeah, do that. Or even if you're not gonna do that, at least like maybe introduce like Garth or something. You know, like something.
Yeah.
Like I would love something besides just like having humans go down into the trench. You know, because we get it. They're scary, but I mean I don't know. It'll be
like
interesting to see how they do
Atlanteans
it.
or something going, or like maybe they'll have the story of how Atlanta Oh snap!
So
Look who's here! John Comic. Now let me get out of the way here.
oh, well, I think you already
Okay.
beat you to it.
All right.
yeah.
I beat you to it.
All right, the sound effect man had to be here. John's here, everybody. He made it. We got him away from Mr. Emerald. Unable to what?
Are we live again? Is everybody?
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're back. Yeah, we're back. Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah, it said unable to connect at the moment. It was weird.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. So if it happens again, I'll just run around and fix it. But yeah.
Are you guys good on your ends?
Yeah, can you guys
Can you hear us?
see here?
Hi, I'm back.
All right, Raymond should be back.
It was a little this. That's what it was like, buffering. That's what you hear when you buffer in my head.
They should just automatically play that when a video is buffering.
I agree.
Please
I
stay
agree.
tuned.
I agree.
But yeah, okay, so moving on from the trench.
All right, catch me up real quick because I was driving, so I couldn't, watch because that's illegal.
Well, all we talked about
Well, you are
so
Batman, so
can't have you watching videos behind the wheel of the Batmobile.
hurt someone.
Yes.
Gosh.
I kind of really want ice cream right now.
Yeah, actually.
That sounds amazing.
Mhm.
Here, just pass them this way, guys.
Yeah, put it through the
Oh.
screen.
One day.
All we've talked about so far was just the trench. That was
Yeah.
our opening topic.
Talked about how it was a sea of teeth.
Yeah. When you guys said you guys were gonna start at 10:30, and I punched in the GPS, it was 10:49. I can make that. So,
Hey,
the right button.
John's out there stopping crime.
And then tossing the costume in the bushes
Yeah.
on his way in.
have to.
But yeah, we had some trailers dropped for the Super Bowl. Really quick trailers.
I caught them.
Captain Marvel and Endgame, like the two big ones everybody's talking about. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Shaft.
Yeah, we can
We'll
talk
go with
about
that. Let's talk.
No,
I'm just playing.
Oh, no, we can't talk
It
about
was
that.
good though.
The ultimate hero.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
is it supposed to be like him younger, old, middle age, and then older, or is it all three of them together, like the?
It's Shaft, his dad, and his son.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
That was the other version I was about to say.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's what it looks like, and I'm just like, oh my
Damn
god,
right.
yeah, because I'm curious to know after all these years, why now do you drop a Shaft movie like a
It's
second
weird.
one?
I
Yeah.
think because Black Panther did so well, and they're just like, let's retest those watch.
So we're gonna have Dolomite and all that come out eventually.
Yeah, right. Black Dynamite and all that stuff.
Dude, I want
That'd
Black
be-
Dynamite like theatrical.
Like another one?
Yeah.
You know what Dolomite is, right?
Yeah, that's
you know what
the.
Dolomite is?
No.
Dude, this guy straight up pimp me. Like they drive this big ass car. He would get out and he didn't even fight. He had like badass bitches fight for him. And then he would say like cool, like crazy stuff, like Shaft
course.
would, you know?
Yeah.
Dolomite.
Nah, it was just good to see Samuel L. Jackson reprising
Yeah,
that
yeah.
role, dude. Because because when the first one came out, I don't even remember if I was born at the time, but I had caught it later on, and it's just it's very interesting to see that there.
I didn't expect it at all because I didn't see the trailer. I saw a poster online and I thought it was a fan edit, like a joke thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that's actually really convincing,
Yeah.
fan edit. No, that was a real thing.
Yeah,
I remember seeing something, yeah.
Yeah, I saw something about a teaser trailer, didn't click on it, and then I'm going through Snapchat, and then it just popped up, and I was just like, oh, we are getting a Shaft movie. That's must be nice.
Shaft.
Super Bowl made. That's it. Worth it.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel one is the higher, faster. The one where she kept repeating
Daft
higher,
Punk, yeah.
faster. Yeah. It
Stronger.
was, again, still that second trailer, the one that came out before, still the best one where she shoots up the little jukebox thing, and then Nick Fury is just like, what is that? She's like photon blast. She's like, a scroll can't do a photon blast. I was like, I'm supposed to take your word on it? It was a good
Yeah,
trailer.
really.
That's a non-scroll type blast.
Yeah, this is non-scroll.
type. Yeah. So, I mean, from what I saw, I mean, I'm liking that each trailer includes a little more action
Mhm.
because the first one was just like a collage of her standing up in different time periods,
Yeah.
and then the second one was her standing up in different time periods with a couple of jokes and an action scene at the end.
Yeah.
And then this one, there was like a train fight. There was a scene where she punches a spaceship out of the sky. Like,
Yeah,
there's,
like flies through it or something.
they're actually showing the action now, which is, I feel like they should have shown the action to, like, they should have just made the very first teaser just her flying into space and punching the ship.
Primo said, yeah, they released one today where she yells at the scroll, and after he yells at her,
I actually missed that. I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
no, I saw that.
Whoa! I was like, what?
It's just a weird
Yeah,
trailer,
it's
but
like it's-
whatever.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Ah.
just weird.
Oh, I'm like,
Yeah, and then she
Okay.
like yells back at him, and then yeah, it was just a weird trailer. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not.
I want to.
I'm still gonna go watch it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
these
I'm
trailers are not helping me though.
I'm not hyped for it. I want it to succeed.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want any comic book movie to fail necessarily.
Yeah.
I don't want. It's weird because like they're predicting this movie is gonna be like a box office breaking
Yeah, it's gonna
160 million opening
Yeah.
weekend. It's like holy shit.
That's a lot.
Like I don't know because these trailers aren't giving me like that record breaking vibe.
Yeah.
You know.
I was excited when I saw the Spider-Man trailer. This, the Homecoming, or not
Far From Home.
Far From Home. Sorry,
Yeah.
seeing that, like I was excited to see
Yeah,
that.
no, that was
You know,
good.
it
It was a good
dope.
trailer.
Yeah.
But,
It showed you just enough. I don't know.
Yeah, like Endgame. What can they show necessarily?
Well, have you guys seen the theory for the Endgame trailer? That there's a character that's been edited out.
Yeah, because there's a spot in
Because
the
there's
shot
like
where it's
there's
just
like
a gap.
multiple gaps through the trailer where it's just like like why are they standing so far
Yeah.
apart?
Yeah. Is it Hulk, Bruce Banner? Is it Iron Man there? Doctor Strange maybe?
Yeah, I mean it could just be a completely new character.
Or Captain Marvel?
Yeah, like
Rainbow
somebody.
said everyone said it was cringe, but I think
It's not so much. I need to watch this trailer. I haven't got a chance to
Cringe.
literally go online
Yeah,
and
like
watch things
it made
today.
people kind of like, okay.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That was what made people cringe, not the first two trailers. That's it.
I mean, if you're trained, if you're
wait,
cringing for the third,
Endgame or for
no, for Marvel,
Captain Marvel,
yeah.
yeah.
If you're cringing for the, I don't know, man. Those trailers, haven't been doing it for me. But I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
What else was there? There was
We got Twilight Zone, Jordan Peele.
yes, we did.
That was
Yeah,
cool.
he's gonna do a good job with that show.
That was weird too. I remember talking to my wife Lisa about it. I was like, man, that'd be so cool if they did a newer version of Twilight Zone, like the show or movie or whatever. And then that trailer came out. I'm like, whoa, what the hell? This is.
Yeah, he's been he was like I think after his movie Get Out, like after that
Yeah,
came out and that did well. All of a sudden I just started seeing he might be in talks to do the Twilight Zone, and I was just like, oh. And then at Super Bowl you get the trailer, and I was just like,
Yeah.
he's gonna do a good job.
I can't, dude. So, real quick, my grandfather loaned us a bunch of like DVDs, and one of those was a complete collection of the Twilight Zone series.
It's a lot, man.
That's a lot.
Oh,
And we
people-
watched it.
People, a guy came in
You
and
watched
sold
all of
me.
it?
We watched most of it. I think the last couple
gosh.
seasons we didn't get around to watching, but the
Yeah.
first few seasons, man, stuck with me.
A guy came in and
And-
sold me the whole collection, and like it's a lot. Like there's a lot of episodes
It's a
to
lot of
that
stuff.
thing, man.
It's a lot of stuff, but it's worth it. The Twilight Zone is such a good show, and I'm so glad they get it.
GBTV.
How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
So,
Welcome to the stream. We're talking
Yeah.
about Twilight Zone, the remake, the reboot, rehash.
Is
I
it a
don't
movie
know.
or show?
It's a show.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
The show.
yeah, I doubt it's gonna.
I don't know why I thought you guys said movie at first.
I doubt it's gonna run as long as the original did
No.
because no one has the time. Like no one has the attention span. For
Unless
that.
they really like
But it's
make
something
it like
different. Something
Black
different.
Mirror.
I don't know what I'm gonna do now without Gotham once it's over, bro.
Well, speaking of Weird City is Jordan Peele's
Yeah,
satire comedy of Black Mirror. Every episode is based on like
I
if
didn't
you
know
ever
about that.
watch if you watch Black Mirror, every episode is based on like technology and different
Yeah.
like stuff, and that's his I'm sorry. I see that. And my mind goes to my mind goes to Andy from The Office. So, that's how I read that, even though I know that was wrong. So many comedians. Michael Cera's in it. There's like a wide cast of comedians and just famous people in his show.
What?
There's also Wayne. Speaking of YouTube originals, Wayne's good. It's this
show, Wayne?
Yeah, on YouTube. It's just this guy who's trying to get back this car that his dad had left for him, but got
Oh, it's the Twilight Zone theme song. Oh, duh. Okay.
Oh, there
it makes
you
so
go.
much more
Well,
sense.
all right, that works
right.
too.
Yeah. Which, by the way, iconic theme song. Just saying, I love it.
But it's gonna be.
I
It's
love
gonna
that
be
ride,
good,
dude.
man.
Like, every time I go on that ride at Disney. The hell's that?
Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
What are you
us the
saying?
time, bro. Thanks, Mickey. Twilight Zone ride at Jesus Christ. No, Hollywood Studios at Disney.
Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
Tower Terror.
Yeah.
I love that ride, especially when we get to the park after he's like, "This is the Twilight Zone." It goes, shh, and then I'll wait a few seconds for everybody to shut up, and I go right even before we drop. I'm like, ah! And everybody's
There's always one to go.
I'm like, yes. It's so fun.
That's great. Yeah, it's such a good. Okay. Most of my life, I always thought that was based on an episode, and not the other way around. Like I thought the Tower of Terror was an episode they turned into a ride, not a ride they turned into a movie.
Yeah.
Like my whole life.
I thought it was a part of the Twilight Zone too when I was younger, and then I learned that it wasn't. And
Yeah.
It's crazy. You could buy the movie there at I think the gift shop or something like that.
It's funny. Like it's going back and watching the movie. It just reminds me of like early Goosebumps. Like the show Goosebumps.
Oh, dude, I was watching
Goosebumps is.
Drunk History. You guys all know Drunk
Yeah,
History.
of course.
They did a thing to that, like Goosebumps or whatever. They did where they were talking to this guy out in the woods, and they did the whole like threw the shit on the fire, and it goes, what was that? Is that Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I think.
Where they threw this like the dust into the fire or whatever.
Yeah, I think you're talking right.
Yeah.
They did a whole thing like that, like in the beginning, and then at the end when they left, they all walked off holding hands after throwing them.
I kind of wait till the season.
This show is
I
hilarious.
kind of wait till the season's over, and then I'll
For
like.
Drunk History.
Yeah, then I'll like read the title of every episode, and if it's something that intrigues me, I'll watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But I used to watch it like all the time, like
Oh my
when it first
God.
came out.
I love that show.
Ramos said, I went on Tower when I was 8, and I was so terrified after I haven't been on since.
What? Oh, it's so good. There's three to four drops now.
It's
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that somebody who's afraid of
Yeah,
it.
That's why I have that hat every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I love that ride.
I mean, it's good. I love my favorite part of the ride is obviously just like the whole theming walking into it.
Yeah.
Like just like going into the lobby of the hotel. It's just like
It's like you're on the, and you're like you're in the show or like on the set, ready to film it.
yeah. Like honestly, like the ride itself is, but like if you could just like walk through the boiler room and just be like, all right, I'm done. Where's the exit? Just walk out. Like, I just love the theming.
Yeah.
But speaking of creepy stuff, I want to say this real quick. Scary stories
I'm gonna kill you
to
guys.
tell in the dark.
Yes. With
You
the
guys seen the
spider
trailer?
leg thing.
No, I haven't watched the trailer yet, but I saw
It looks creepy.
the picture of the thing that's like leaning.
Oh, the
like,
Scarecrow?
weird, Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw
Did you
that.
ever read the books?
Yeah, those are the ones with the black books, red square, white and black picture in the middle.
Creepy ass
Clown.
illustrations.
There was a
Yeah.
clown on one of them. I
Yeah,
remember that
there's
one.
the one where which a lot of horror films have used it, but like it's the one where the girl's driving and
And the truck's
flashing
flashing
flashing light because there's a guy in her back seat, and like there's that one. There was one where this spider got into this.
Yeah, that's the
girl's
one they
cheek,
show.
and it started like a bunch of
Spider.
I read those
Yeah.
books like
Yeah.
heavily.
Like,
like
that was
I
the trailer
knew-
they showed the girl go like seeing this thing like
Yeah.
a leg sticking out. She hits it and it goes. It's just,
Yeah. There was one with this crocodile. Yeah, I read those ones. Those were good.
What was the clown one? Because or the one with the clown on the front of the
I
book?
actually don't remember which story that was.
Because that was creepy looking on the front of the
Well, the one with the clown, well, because each of those books had like 4 different stories inside of them, 4 separate. So I don't remember which one.
I wonder how.
was.
Well, he's also doing maybe just taking bits and pieces from the book.
It's like an anthology movie, which I love.
I didn't watch the trailer for it, but I'll watch it.
It looks.
Later.
I mean, I can see it being really, especially him doing it.
Well,
Yeah.
We need more horror stuff, man. I'm like, me and my roommate, we sit down and like I've said before, we sit down and we watch, these like F-ranked, D-ranked horror films.
Yeah.
And some of them will surprise you because some of them are actually kind of good. Other ones are just kind of suck. We just need, like, the age of the slasher needs to come back because, horror movies now suck. So, they're boring and very predictable.
Well, they're doing that.
Disappointed.
I heard something that they're going to be doing a sequel for Halloween.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
which I haven't seen it yet. So
I don't classify Jason as, or
Not
sorry,
Jason,
not Jason.
Michael
I don't classify him as a slasher at all. Because he's broken so many rules throughout his movies that define what a slasher is.
you're not a slasher,
so-
sir. You broke too many rules.
I mean, he drove a car. In the first one, he literally drove around town following her. Like, what slasher?
They should
drives?
redo the movie, right? But they have John at certain parts pop up.
Yo,
Wrong.
I just don't.
You can't drive a car, sir.
Jason,
And he just like
what's his?
slowly goes down.
Jason and Leatherface.
Yeah, Leatherface.
Yeah, Jason and Leatherface are like the only like real slashers to me per se.
Yeah.
Like Freddy.
He's more
like he's
Boogeyman
not.
with
Yeah, like
claws.
If you're wide awake, he's useless.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
A slasher needs to.
He's Sandman with claws,
A slasher has to be able to terrify you the whole time.
Yeah.
Freddy, all right, just don't go to sleep, I guess.
Don't tell you a good movie you guys should go watch on Netflix. Any of you guys is called Hush on Netflix. Have
Yeah,
you seen
it was
Hush
good.
yet? You saw it?
I haven't seen it yet.
It's good.
Netflix,
That was good.
last month, January, Netflix dropped a lot of good TV shows and movies. This month too, between Polar,
I haven't seen Polar yet.
Polar,
Was that
Russian
good?
Doll, Velvet Buzzsaw, like
I want to watch Buzzsaw.
Russian Doll
Ooh.
looks good.
yeah,
It looks like a scary version of Groundhog's Day.
Or a scary version of Happy Death Day.
Yeah, or Happy Death Day, exactly. Well, Happy Death Day, pretty much Groundhog's. It's Groundhog's Day. It's Groundhog's Day, but
Yeah.
with,
I mean, Happy Death Day was marketed as a horror, but like it was more comedic than horror.
Yeah, no, it was just.
And they're
like-
doing they're doing
yeah,
another
the
one.
second one, yeah.
Yeah.
But now it looks like they're taking it to where she. Now it looks like they're giving her some like backstory and stuff, and like they're trying to evolve it into something else.
I kind of wish they just followed a different person, but that's just me. Like we got her story. They should have left it the first one, and then like Happy Death Day to you or whatever. Follow somebody else
Yeah.
that could be like another student on campus. Like when they first started the first trailer, it
Oh,
shows
reverse
the
it.
Asian kid come in and he
Yeah.
says, "I've lived this day before." I was like, "Oh, they're following him now," and then it was like, "No, we're following the girl still." And it's like,
Yeah. Or like follow the killer.
What?
Reverse it, have it like how you.
I see the error of the ways now.
Link says Tower actually isn't that scary. You should try it again. Now it's pretty underwhelming.
Wow.
Ramos says
Wow.
Polar was bad. I mean, Link's right. I've never thought that. And they need to do better. That's all I'm asking for. What they need to do now is
Who?
instead of having
Tower Terror?
yeah, instead of having well, no, I think theme parks should try to have more year-round like horror stuff
Yes.
instead of just waiting for just for Halloween time.
Yes.
Because the moment somebody starts breaking off and starts doing like certain seasons
Like Haunted
of
House?
American
Like-
Horror Story,
Yeah, that's true.
you win. Like you can have my money because at that point I'd be going there all the time. But it shouldn't be. I don't think they should break up the Halloween stuff just on Halloween.
Universal Hollywood, the Walking Dead attraction was so popular they made it a year-round house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why not here?
Yeah.
Or at least something. You know, they
Well, they
closed
used to-
down the Terminator thing and they're going to open a Jason Bourne live show. It's like, who
Yeah.
is wanting that?
Well, I mean, as a fan of the Bourne series, I
Just watch
kind
the
of
movies.
do, yeah, but
What is he gonna run out like, watch out, guys?
but at the same time, I wouldn't want it like I wouldn't want a ride of it though. Like I could just
Yeah.
watch the 4 films.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest, the 3 films. Because Jeremy
Let's
Renner's
talk about
movie was just not good.
Yeah.
Oh,
His fight scenes were though. I'll give him that. My boy Hawkeye can.
We were talking about how we and Zach got in a conversation with Jason Bourne, and we're like, what if they redid it, but it was back in like Jesus time, and
Assassin's Creed.
it's Jesus as Jason Bourne, but he's like, I've been born again.
Jesus born again.
Jesus born again.
Jesus Christ. It's Jesus born.
And he has like 2 machine guns in his hand, bro. No one's killing me this
Still
time.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, it's still Matt Damon with long hair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. No, I think that they should definitely.
He
I
floats
agree
down.
that they should have some sort of like horror attraction year round, and that would be. We used to have something like that. Skull Kingdom.
Yeah, Skull Kingdom was great.
Ramos said the storyline didn't scare me, the drop scared me, which makes sense. You're
Yeah.
DJ Poof. P. What was
Your
your
opinion on
opinion
Glass?
on Glass versus Unbreakable / Split?
I haven't seen Glass yet.
I haven't watched it. Probably not going to. And it has.
That answers that.
Yeah. Well, it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the
It
fact that a
answers that.
lot of people are saying that it's like it was just really bad. Because I could care less about other people's opinions. I'm still gonna go watch a movie.
Yeah.
But I have honestly in Hollywood, I think there's only 2 people I have like a burning hatred towards, and M. Night Shyamalan is one of them.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, that guy.
M. Night
the,
Shyamalan.
the ruiner of Avatar. He just, God, dude, I hate. Oh my God, I hate him.
I still think to this commercial for it was like, I'm gonna make a movie based on
Yeah,
this commercial.
he was just skipping through his little box, and then all of a sudden, Avatar was a trailer, and he was just like, 10-second trailer, and he was just like, I can make a movie on that, and I'm
That
just
show
like,
looks completely serious.
That
What is
guy.
His name was Ong.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Unbreakable. If we're gonna talk about those movies, Unbreakable was a good movie. Yeah, I mean it's Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Like it was a good movie.
Bruce
Very
Willis.
emotional.
Yeah, start to end. Split. Never watched Split. I was verbally told word for word how that movie played out, with a lot of interjections from myself because again, M. Night Shyamalan is a quack. I don't understand. I don't understand.
It's
like,
in, guys,
don't
it's
get me,
in.
don't get me wrong. Like, I get why he's like. I get
He's
why
a
he's.
quack.
I get like. I get why
Dude, that was a good
he's-
airborne.
I get why he's like respected as like this crazy director and stuff like that, but nah, his movies are very predictable. And I don't understand why people like him so much because it's like, oh, crazy ending twist, and I'm just like, no, definitely not. Because the only movies I liked by that guy was Sixth Sense, obviously. It's not
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean-
Sixth Sense was a good movie.
Oh, that movie stuck with me for years. man.
Yeah, Sixth Sense was an amazing movie.
Just the scene with him laying down in the tent and then the kid in the hallway, like, I'll show you where my dad's gun is. And he turns around, you see the wound.
Yeah.
That I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep after seeing that as a kid.
See, even Wolfie says it. Unbreakable was good. Split, meh. Glass snores, dude.
That's what I've been hearing a lot. I like Split though. I like Split because I like the split personalities of James McAvoy. I think
No,
he did
no.
it well.
Rainbow says you predicted Bruce Willis. No, I didn't predict
Bruce
that.
Willis is-
I never watched Split. I'm saying like as the movie played out, I would just like my friend was telling me the movie, and I was just like, all right, I bet this happens. I bet that happened, and I was just like, and he was just like, yep, that's right, and I'm just like, yeah, because I'm 20 plus of age and I've watched movies and TV shows. I understand context clues. Like I get it. Oh yeah, Brent says Signs. Signs was good too. Yeah, you can't really.
That was good, yeah.
Yeah, Signs was good. But like he just
Except
don't-
for the end where they're like, oh, well, the aliens, all you have to do is spray water on them, then they're dead.
I mean, they did the same kind of thing in War of the Worlds, where there's like they can't breathe our air. It's gonna
Just
expose
cough,
them.
cough a lot.
I just don't-
Cough
You
on
got a
it.
can of condensed air.
Spring
Spring one of the little tubes.
It's like Spaceballs, so the air they used to take, they could just have that and spray it on them.
Man, we ain't found shit. We have
I said, comb the desert.
Yeah, okay. So my thing with Split, right? I liked James McAvoy's portrayal, like his different personalities
Good
were
actor.
great to watch, and like whenever he was in a room with these girls that he kidnapped, I don't know why I did quotations. He kidnapped them. Whenever he was in a room with these girls that he
Well,
kidnapped,
I mean, because
Hold on,
technically
he didn't.
he didn't.
That was really obnoxious.
That was yeah. That was really
I'm sorry.
Oh,
That was
you're
gonna be
good.
better. That was longer. I like the everyone base.
Yeah, technically he
He
didn't
did.
because it's whichever character took them at the time is the one that kidnapped them.
Yeah,
Outside of that, every other character is innocent.
yeah.
Like that's how you kind of have to.
But they nailed the whole, like, whenever he walked into the room, you never knew what we're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that part was like the unpredictable part. You know.
Ramos said so that not all his movies are predictable. Yeah, but that's just a guest
I'm
appearance.
split
That's
on
a
both
that's a
movies.
cameo. That has nothing to do with the.
Now
Ramos,
people use that
That's a
joke for
yeah,
the-
that's a
for the
cameo.
rest.
That has nothing to do with the actual, like the plot of the film, though. I mean, sure, it continues it because the next movie you see them all in it, but like Bruce Willis showing up at the end, that doesn't.
It
Watched. I didn't like Sixth Sense. Only because I figured it out and like
Thank you.
I figured it out in like
I
the
don't.
first few minutes when he was talking to his wife at the dinner table.
Yeah, that's
And
actually
I was
where
like-
a lot of
I was
people.
like, he's dead.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people
So I'm
actually.
like, oh, well, that ruined the movie for me. I'm like, done.
Yeah, dude, it's just you can play out again. It's not that he makes bad movies.
Yeah.
It's more like I just don't understand why people think he's a directing god. Like that's just what it is. The twist in his films are not. Because in the sense of the word twist, like when you're talking about story, like a plot, it's supposed to like you're not supposed to see it coming. You're not supposed to there's certain twists, and he just does not do that for me. I guess.
Sorry, I'm looking at different air holes.
Well, I will say
My
I
eyes
am
are
excited for the live action Last Airbender show coming to Netflix.
Oh, of course, because it's going to be done by the original people who did it. So
Yeah, the original creators are going to be super involved.
I'm very same way as the Cowboy Bebop. The original I forgot his name, but the original guy who directed Cowboy Bebop is going to be there as they do the live action because that's what we need.
Yeah.
We need the writers to be there when the movies or TV shows are being made, so they can give. That's why the Harry Potter movies were ever so much successful. Because she was there. Yeah. She was like, yo, if you're going to write, I'll let you write my books, but here are some stipulations you must follow. And that's how people should be about their books.
So Molly and I were just watching
Stuff
this
they
video last night about the history of the Harry Potter theme park, and it was talking about when J.K. Rowling, back in the early 2000s, when the books just started taking off, she started talking to Disney first. And
that would have been crazy.
And Disney had an idea that they pitched to her where their Harry Potter land was going to be a very specific. It was going to be a portion of Fantasyland where they had 2 little attractions and then a little gift shop.
What?
And then she was like,
It's horrible.
no.
Yeah.
And then she went to Universal and they couldn't agree on what to do, sizing and everything.
Honestly, I think J.K. Rowling's a bit of a witch herself, dude, because.
John's like, no.
I do kind of remember hearing that, and it's because she took so many. You look back at it now, and you're just like, yeah, she took a lot of risks with her books and doing the movies and stuff like that. But everything has worked very well for her.
Yeah.
So she's very. Well, she's very intellectual. She has a sense of what she wants done, and she gets it done.
Even to the point of
she's good.
she was even talking to Universal and they presented her the idea of because she wanted the Leaky Cauldron to make way for Hogsmeade area and stuff, and Disney wasn't willing to do it, so she went to Universal and Universal said, hey, whatever you want to do, just within our limitations, obviously, but we'll work with you. And so they presented her with some ideas, and she was like, no, the walkways need to be wider, buildings need to be taller, things like that. It's not doing it for me. So she walked away, went back to Disney. Disney offered her a 3rd attraction where it was a Sorting Hat themed teacup style ride called the Dumbo Door, and she said, "Hell no."
The Dumbo
Fuck
door?
that. Yeah, the Dumbo Door, and they were
That's
like,
awesome.
"Oh, her demands were too high." And so they vowed to never work with her again. So she went back to Universal, told them all about it, and they were just like, "Yeah, whatever the fuck you want to do, let's do it."
Yeah, because let's be honest. Some of the guys running certain companies, they know a good thing when they see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disney, because Disney has kind of strict rules and all that stuff, it makes sense that she went with Universal. It makes a lot of sense, actually. And look at her now,
Yeah.
clapping back on Twitter to people who are hating on her books. Like, yo, she's hilarious on Twitter. 'Cause it's not even like she says bad things back. It's her well written defenses that she's
Okay.
her well written defenses that she can just fire off at people without
Temptation.
insulting per se.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
she's a writer. Like offer if you can tell she's a writer.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that like has to be done because I remember, and I'm going to bring this up again. I don't know if I've ever brought this up on the show, but this is one thing that actually pissed me off. I really like the priest books, like a manga about the Old West and like this priest going against his religion to kill demons to
Trigun?
save the Old West. It was like Trigun, but it was like the Trigun with a priest, and he had like a cross like in his forehead. It's like a long hair. Anyway, it was a story that took place in the Old West, and then some of it would take place in like the period of like knights and castles and stuff, you know. But most of it took place in the Old West. So like these train cars were like, the priest would go in there with just like 2 revolvers and tell everybody to get to the front of the train, and then he would just like gun down like Devil May Cry style like all these freaking demon zombies that were like attacking these people, just go crazy. And then they announced that they were making a movie about it. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, this is like right for the amazing. It'd be amazing, right? They decided to cast Paul Bettany as the main character priest. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. Give him the long hair. They made him bald. And I was like, okay, well, strike one. And they said, you know what? Instead of in the Old West, let's make it futuristic like Resident Evil. And instead of zombies and demons, Twilight is really popular. Let's make him vampires. Let's make him like try to save his like niece. It flopped. But because the guy who did the books, he was involved, but he wasn't like creatively involved.
Yeah, and that's the downfall, dude. Not only that, you're also trying to make a manga into a film, so
I mean,
throughout history, we know how that turns out.
yeah, but I mean, if they had stuck to the source material, I think they would have definitely.
It
made
sounds
a
like
better movie.
it doesn't sound like it would have been hard to have
I
followed.
think I kind of remember seeing that.
It was just it looked like a male version of Underworld, which
Yeah.
sounds like it would be a positive thing, but it wasn't. Yeah. So, but the books are great. I loved them. I read them in high school. They had them all in my library at high school for some reason. but yeah, creative liberties.
It needs. It's important.
Yeah.
That's also why the what's it called?
Hey, Brent, are you the one from GameStop? 'Cause I swear I remember seeing someone saying it's Brent from GameStop. But
Are you're DJ Wolfie's friend, right?
or is he Woofy's friend? I just remember someone writing somewhere, this is someone from GameStop, and I can't remember if it was Brent or Brian or...
What's it called? The Percy Jackson series.
Yeah.
Had so much potential.
Mhm.
It could have easily, I don't want to sit here and say it'd be the next Harry Potter, but in that type of genre, it could have easily have taken off, and because it came out at the right time. It came out, I believe, either
That film had felt like being a wizard, Ryan. Yes. Or a magician.
it would
Wizard magician.
I think it came. I think
Even
the first
better.
movie came out like when the Harry Potter series was ending, so had it taken off, it would have done well.
Oh, John, you didn't get to hear. We have a sound for DJ Woofy. You know who DJ Woofy is? Zach's friend. That he knows from working. That we want. He's a DJ.
Link, I agree with you 100%.
He's a DJ, but I got him. This is anytime he comes on, it's DJ Woofy. This is his.
It's actually pretty good.
Right? Hey, I'm working on him. All right.
This I don't know if this is like a really big thing or not, but people have made it into this big thing. Wendy's. You guys heard about Wendy's?
The restaurant?
The Frosties.
Is it a restaurant? Yeah, fast food.
Fast food?
Yeah.
Dave and Wendy.
Yeah, no Wendy's.
Well, yeah, Dave.
What?
You don't remember Dave from Wendy's?
No.
The old man that used to own, that used to do the commercials back in the day? Holy shit. I'm old as hell. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't see those. I
Dave
was
was
in the clubs.
Dave, yeah, you were, we're listening, we're doing this.
Yeah, Wendy's apparently has decided to just come out and say that they support Marvel and not DC. I don't know why.
That's
This is the
random.
thing. Yeah, but it tore the internet apart, and people are just like, "Oh my god,
I
like,
can't go to Wendy's ever again.
And like you find these articles like why Wendy's chose Marvel over DC, and it's like what the fuck? And then you got Little Debbie's, and it's like I enjoy both. Can't we all just get along? And yeah, it's ridiculous. It's weird. I never thought I would like.
Oh yeah, there's
Wendy from Wendy's chose Marvel over
What if,
DC.
what if McDonald's like, oh yeah, McDonald's? Well, we choose DC over Marvel.
And you got Arby's, and they're like, we
Image.
choose Dark Horse.
Dark Horse.
What's left? Boom Comics.
Good.
I don't even understand the point of them doing that.
It got them in the headlines.
It was on Instagram, I'm assuming.
I don't even know where it was. It was just I
Had
saw the
to.
articles. I
Had
didn't
to.
really invest too much time in.
Limp Bizkit.
That's ridiculous.
Limp Bizkit opened up a Burger King in Avalon.
They should have just opened up a biscuit barn. Limp Biscuit barn.
Ramos said I'm such a bitch because I saw that and my first thought was Wendy's ain't even that good. Laugh out loud.
Right? Well, I do like their French fries. I'm not gonna lie.
Marvel, you can have Wendy's.
And the Frosties are good.
Yeah, I mean they're just
And the son of I just recently had the son of the Baconator, and it was pretty good.
These burgers are having kids now.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Right? Is son of the Baconator like?
Yeah, was it so Ramos says their Twitter's not for outlandish shit, so it's not spreading. Yeah, because it's either their Twitter or Instagram. Because
Okay,
I
gotcha.
remember like a couple years back, like wasn't there Wendy's was firing off on like McDonald's, and there was like rap battles even that the stores were having. Like
Well, shit,
like there was just some weird stuff going on.
Look, I just want
like,
to get some fries. Dude.
Rallies and Checkers used to do Rap Cat. Do you remember Rap Cat?
No.
What? Dude, Rap Cat was the
Rap
best, dude.
Yeah.
If you go there, he's like, if you go to the right side, you won't get this, but if you go to the left side, you get Rap Cat, and it's just meow 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 meow.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, the moment you started, I do remember that. That was
Rap Cat. I love it. Rap, and then it had like girls in the background, dude.
I do vaguely remember that.
The cat
That
did
was
this.
yeah, that was
Meow,
a couple
meow,
years
meow,
ago
meow,
though.
meow, and then the girls would be like, Rap Cat, he's the best.
Yeah, I was in middle school, I think.
Oh my.
And then what was
God.
the other one? Quiznos. They had the little hamster dude. They'd be like
Nah, I don't
Quiznos.
remember that.
Quiznos, and it was like it looked like a dead hamster, and they put like googly eyes, like.
Please no subs.
And he's like, yeah, and he's like, they got a papa. Oh my god. Great.
Speaking of creepy little things, you guys see the trailer for the new Child's Play?
No, I haven't seen it.
Child's Play remake, Chucky.
Mm-mm.
So
I
what they're
heard
doing.
about it, but I didn't see
Good
it.
God.
So we're getting two Chucky things. One is a series done by the original creator of Chucky.
Chucky. Okay.
Another one is the actual studio making a Chucky movie without the creator's help and against his wishes, making their own reboot of it. Child's Play, the movie, starring Aubrey Plaza as a mom, which is really weird.
That's
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 really weird.
Not even.
But this Chucky is not possessed. It's an AI gone bad in a doll.
No. Well, see, I wanted to quickly
Did you-
say not watching that, but it's Aubrey
Did you see that-
Plaza, so.
Did you see that commercial? I think it was during the Super Bowl with the robot like AI thing where they're like it was trying to sell Geico Geico insurance, and they're like, he's like, look, we don't need I forget what he says, something to where like we don't need this.
Was
and-
it the one with the face?
yeah, with the face,
yeah.
and then the baby's like,
I didn't watch the
I
Super
have
Bowl.
emotions, wah, wah, wah. Like, but it wasn't like it was real creepy. That's what it reminds me of.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I left it to the internet to just compile all the trailers I needed to watch and watch
And then
them.
you watch it.
I was hanging out with my dad and my brother over at my brother's house. They always have a party with the Super Bowl and everything, and so I pay attention when the commercials come on.
Yeah, of course.
But
It's like, yeah, that's, football, touchdown, tackle, you say. Commercials, yes, thank you, the saving
Why
grace.
don't even play the game, just play commercials.
well, that was the thing is like everybody was like freaking out, and then like all of a sudden like I went to commercial. And like everybody's going to get like their drinks and like getting food or whatever, and I'm sitting there like watching the
Zach has
Yeah,
a,
'cause
Zach
that's
has a
what
bowl of
you're-
popcorn.
That's where you're at, dude.
Um,
Ramos, well, Link said they're still doing it not as often, so the little beef that they had online or whatever for the
okay,
Oh,
gotcha,
Wendy's?
gotcha.
yeah. Ramos says it looks pretty interesting. Ramos says, I mean, I never saw the originals, but the AI.
For
good.
Child's Play.
So the originals had Chucky was possessed by a serial killer,
Yeah, it was.
like his spirit. So it made it like really creepy because it was like a living thing. It was somebody who lived before, and then
Yeah.
their life was to kill things, and then now they're possessed and
And he had, like,
immortalized in this doll.
He had like a creepy 1920s gangster voice.
Yeah, like it was.
I
It's
get you, kid.
it's great. Like what would you do? What would you do if your doll just like got possessed and would not stop coming after you?
I'd burn him to death.
But with a doll with just like an AI gone bad, that's not the same as like a mystical possession.
Yeah, of course.
Like you could just,
Because
you
an
could destroy
AI,
that
you
doll.
can, yeah.
Sorry,
you know?
kid. I'm a computer now, or like it's Ultron. Hey, I'm Ultron.
It's just, it's
No-
just,
no
I don't
strings
know.
attached
It
here.
defeats the purpose because an AI is going to be a lot easier to destroy than a possessed doll
Yeah,
who magically. Keeps coming
Unplug
back.
the internet.
like you could make you could have the same premise and just turn the doll into a Roomba and it's still scary. But like you
With a
could-
knife on top, it's just like a knife like this. It's
Like
straight knife.
imagine they made an Annabelle movie, but instead of a possessed doll, it was it cusses sometimes.
Tourette's.
Don't let your kids run this one.
one. Annabelle with Tourette's.
Not good at all, dude.
I'm gonna
Like, that's what
murder
I'm
your.
saying. Like I don't know,
fucking
it's a weird concept, and I can see
Uh,
why
yeah.
the original creators are away from it.
Oh, we never got to talk about really Birds of Prey. Since now you're here, we can.
Yes,
we can get
one of the
Birds
main
Prey.
topics of the show actually.
Have you seen the teaser trailers for Birds of Prey?
There's like a little teaser
One
trailer,
there
it's like
just
30 seconds.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yep. I had
So-
to ask him. I'm like, who's the Asian chick with the
The cast,
cast?
the Gotham cast, Cassandra Cain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batgirl.
I'm like,
Yeah. So what is your main concerns with this?
their costumes.
I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know.
Black mask. It looked like Ewan McGregor from.
Ewan McGregor dressed up as Elton John.
Yeah, at the.
What?
Yeah, it looked bad.
Oh no, I don't. I have nothing to say in this part of the conversation. Costumes don't really. As long as you're either playing the character role somewhat correctly
Mhm.
and the story is good, you can wear whatever you want to wear. Because certain people, their costumes are not that iconic. Black Mask wears a suit, whereas Harvey Dent, his suits are iconic because they're split. They're half and half. They're one color and another color.
Yeah, but I want
One's
him
our
like he didn't
design.
have a mask on. I want him with a mask on.
Yeah, but that was a teaser trailer.
Yeah, well, teach him with a mask. Like just instead of showing him, show a black mask.
I think
Probably gonna be like G.I. Joe. He probably won't get the mask till at the end of the movie.
I think
This is like Cobra Commander.
I think for my main concern with this is we've reached a point in these movies. We have a comic accurate Mysterio. We've got a comic accurate Aquaman, Deadpool. We got comic accurate character. Like everything's like comic accurate these days because they have faith in these characters. And when you start having this movie come out that goes back to the whole like, oh, we got to do an edgy reimagining of these characters. You know, it doesn't really spell
Well, it's not.
confidence.
Their costumes that are in the teaser trailer are from the comics. They're
But I mean, like they're
just
not like that.
made
Like
up.
when you think of those characters, you don't think.
Yeah, though
Yeah.
that style, yeah, sure, but I mean, albeit I want Gal Gadot to rock the what's it called, the Amicon Wonder Woman costume because it would look dope because it's a leather jacket with her still the breastplate with leather leather pants.
Oh
basically,
yeah.
like from Injustice.
Yeah, yeah.
And like because that's a dope costume. Like
Yeah.
and then I've already told you, New 52 Wonder Woman costume. That's like one of my favorite costumes. That's why in the movies now, in the Justice League movies, they have her in that costume because it was a good costume.
Yeah.
All their costumes were good in New 52 actually.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Harley, I saw the one with Margaret Robbie like walking down the street or
With the
something
tassels
with
and
the
the burrito.
tassels and like that's from I forgot where that's from, but I was just like, oh, all right, well, if you want to go that route.
I don't know too many Birds of Prey.
Ramos. Not a fan of this Birds of Prey. From top to bottom, nothing looks enticing. It's like they're taking everything that didn't work out in Suicide Squad and putting it in this film. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah. I did definitely get like a whole like
Suicide Squad.
more
Who's the-
edgy like.
Yeah.
Who's the director?
I forget. It's a female director. But I don't remember who it was. I'm gonna look it up. But yeah.
Yeah, Birds of Prey have had over the years has had multiple characters part of that group. Big Bardo was a part of Birds of Prey.
Maybe we could see him slowly enter into the Birds of Prey movie.
See, would you want him to be introduced that way though?
No.
If I can get him in the movie, yeah.
I'll
Ramos
send
says,
it for
Ramos says it's Kathy Young.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
I
Kathy
mean,
Young?
I don't.
Oh, for the director. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not.
so-
I mean, it's whatever. I'm gonna watch it. I watched that. I'm like probably one of the few people that I personally know myself to have sat down and watched the Birds of Prey TV show. That
Oh, that's on DC.
that was on. Yeah, that was on. Well,
That's on DC.
I guess
now.
it's on the DC universe
Yeah.
now. But when it came out on WB though, at the time being,
Well,
like I watched that. I mean, sure it was bad,
I'm proud of myself.
but
I'm caught up on Gotham now.
I'm happy for you, honestly. I truly
I'm
am.
up to.
Because Gotham's amazing.
I'm on season 5. I'm up to. I'll have to wait for the next episode next week. Or
Don't you mean this week?
no, this week coming up.
Well, there's an episode that dropped tonight, Friday.
Is there an episode
Yeah,
tonight?
Gotham drops on Friday, I believe. So there should be an
Well, I thought the next.
episode tonight.
It said the next one was going to take the next on the 14th.
Maybe they could have taken a week off. Huh? Who knows?
It's the one where because the next it's episode 6 where what's his name, the guy playing Bane.
I know nothing. I literally go into Gotham blind. I watch every episode. That's it.
No, but I'm saying what it leads up to. Like where'd you leave? Where are you at?
Oh, I'm on the latest episode. Whatever.
6 is coming up as the latest.
Okay, so that's the one.
So
that's,
the last
there's-
one.
so
The
there's
last one we just saw was 5, where, what's his face, Riddler. That you find out he's being controlled.
Yeah, that's 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I'm caught up then.
Did you guys see the promotional image for Avengers Endgame? Featuring the
The Professor Hulk.
Professor Hulk. Let's see if I can get down to it. Yeah. So you got like the new costumes and everything. But like the main one that everybody's talking about is
See how he has his gray hair on the side.
Professor Hulk. Yeah,
I think it's gonna be awesome.
I don't know what I mean. Like it's stuff that we've already seen before. Just little tweaks to Captain America's costume,
Yeah.
Iron Man's. It's pretty much the same thing, but like the biggest thing is
Ramos said
Oh.
Gotham's Thursday. I need to see this week. Shut your face.
Oh, I didn't really spoil.
So
too
if
much.
it is Thursday, then that means there's a new
No,
then I
because
guess
last night or Thursday, unless I missed it, and they're replaying it next week. I don't know.
I'm curious to know.
I didn't really ruin too much for you.
it's just the entire plot.
Just in time.
Yeah, but nothing more.
I mean, I'm sure. And that wasn't too bad. This one with Harley Quinn, the Harley Quinn character, which they don't really say her name.
Yeah, she was alright. Well, yeah, I guess.
She's okay.
No, she does a really good job.
Yeah.
Again, the acting in that
They
show
can't-
is
That's
amazing.
the thing, though. They can't use the name Joker or anything affiliated with.
Could they use Harley Quinn?
They didn't really call her Harley Quinn either. He didn't call her
What's her
Harley.
name, like Hannah?
No, they didn't say. But
No,
that's
they
Echo,
did,
right?
But like probably way back.
That's that chick
way back.
Echo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt apparently confirmed the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, or Volume 2,
Three.
Volume 3 will use James Gunn's original script.
Yeah.
Wow.
Um,
Would you look at that?
but
Hopefully
they're
he
still
gets
looking
paid
for a
for it.
director. Yeah, we'll see.
I'm just.
But they're still looking for a director to do it.
I'm
You're
sick
right.
of hearing about it.
I don't think Edgar Wright's gonna work with Marvel again after Ant-Man, unfortunately. As much as I love Edgar Wright, he's making a horror movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. Edgar Wright's like,
Yeah. So apparently
So good.
it got confirmed that Henry Cavill,
Cavill.
Ben Affleck are they're done as Superman and Batman apparently.
but Cavill too?
Yeah. So says IGN at least.
Hmm. Because the last thing I read on him is he was wanting to do a Man of Steel movie. He wanted to do a Man of Steel 2 movie, but he was gonna like drop certain things because he apparently wanted control of certain things.
Like I said, that's so says IGN.
Yeah.
IGN says.
Well, that's
that,
a pretty popular site, right? That.
Yeah, but
mean-
their views and ratings on stuff is like ridiculous. It's so laughable.
Okay.
Almost as bad as Rotten Tomatoes, to be honest with you.
My thing with this though, right? DC, much as I love Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, people want a Man of Steel 2. People want a Flash movie, a Cyborg movie. People want, but they're putting all of those movies on the back burner. No Justice League, Batman's
Because they have
still
to
trying to
fix
be
up-
turned out.
Yeah, they gotta fix their thing.
They have plans for 3 Harley Quinn movies.
Yeah, because
What
Margot
the
Robbie's not
fuck?
going anywhere.
Yeah, but like why Harley Quinn?
As far
She's
as
popular right now
what?
because the whole Me Too.
To be like the main focus of the DC.
Because
universe
it's
right
the Me
now.
Too stuff. Every girl wants,
Well, I mean, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, I could see why you say that.
Well, I mean, because look at the cartoons they do now, and like the whole DC girl high school thing.
It's because I mean the way I see it is just because Margot Robbie's a big actress.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn's a big character.
Yeah.
So if you want to shift the focus, that's fine. Shifting the focus and that's just, it's not necessarily shifting the focus, they're kind of just taking your attention from the bigger people and just, here are these smaller films.
Yeah.
Blue Beetles, Zatanna, Harley Quinn.
I forgot about
That's
Blue
just,
Beetle.
that's what it is, but,
No Green Arrow. Yeah, whatever.
No
well,
Flash.
we may never get a Green Arrow
Never.
if freaking Charlie Hunnam gets picked up to be Batman. That'd be ridiculous. I would not watch that movie at all.
I actually haven't heard about that at all. What?
There's a whole they have a whole cast of people who are in talk to be Batman for the Matt Reeves movie.
Yeah, did you hear? I was telling you earlier.
The guy who plays Legion,
Rob-
Charlie Hunnam, Armie Hammer,
Robert Pattinson.
They have
Dude, I'm telling you right now, Robert Pattinson becomes Batman. I'm
Pattinson,
done
sorry,
with.
yeah.
I'm done with Batman.
they have a whole
Don't get a dope.
they have a whole list of people.
They'll get a WWE
And it's
cancellation
just,
for me.
and I'm just like, dude, because Charlie Hunnam's a great actor, but if
No, he's
he
not Batman
plays
now.
Batman, I'm gonna be high because that's Green Arrow. Like no one else is playing Green Arrow besides that man.
I was telling him, the guy that plays the bad guy,
Ben
they're
Barnes.
talking about him being young Batman, and that could work, I think, for that character.
I don't like him, but it's whatever. I mean, I'm not saying he can't play Batman, but I'm just saying.
I'm saying just look wise, like he
I
as a
don't
younger.
They're also still talking. They're also talking about Scott Adkins once again.
I heard-
Scott Adkins' name has always been in the running for Batman.
And I heard Michael B. Anthony too was talking about
Michael B.
For
Jordan.
Superman.
Jordan, sorry, for
Yeah.
Batman too.
Oh,
Dude, I swear to God, I was like,
Yeah, and I don't think that would be okay.
no, not because of racial stuff, but just.
Oh no, I'm gonna say it because
Oh.
of racial stuff.
There
Yeah.
you go. Okay.
The heck?
Okay.
There can be Michael would be because I can show you where IGN said that the whole Michael B. Jordan's also gonna do this movie, this African story movie, because I guess of the success of Black Panther, where he's playing some
And why is
Black leopard,
the
red wolf or something.
what's his name, the guy that was in Thor, the black dude that we all want to play,
Idris
Jon
Elba?
Stewart? Yeah. Why is he playing in the Fast and Furious movie, which he's gonna make money off of?
Oh,
regardless.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, he's the bad guy in it, right?
Yeah.
Why?
Super powered bad dude.
I'm like,
Yeah.
be Jon Stewart, bro. You're dead in the Marvel universe right now. You're
I
dead.
mean, think about it though. We've already seen that it's a successful movie overseas. He's
well-
gonna make.
Well, yeah, he's gonna make a lot of money off
Yeah,
of it.
so
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan's developing an African fantasy epic, which is called Black Leopard, Red Wolf, which is basically it's an African Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Oh.
Jordan is best known for Eric Killmonger and Marvel's Black Panther. Sources are mostly recently saying he's being considered to take on the role of Superman after Henry Cavill reportedly stepped down. So I don't know. He can't be Batman. He can be Superman. I don't want him to be Superman either, but
What if he's instead of
there's-
like Superman, he's Steel? That'd be cool.
he's still Superman. I mean, at the end of the day, that's still a Superman.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm saying like he wears a metal suit. I could take
Yeah.
that over being Superman. You know what I mean? Like,
It's fine. I don't
As long as we
think.
don't see him.
no, not because of that. I'm just saying because that character in the comic is a
Yeah.
black character.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
get you.
Superman's.
But now they're saying that
There's a black Superman as well, though.
I know from another dimension. That's
Yeah,
what I was
from-
getting at.
Yeah, Earth 2.
So that's what they're saying that it would be an Earth based on an Earth 2 Superman.
Well, I don't know. He could.
That's what I was reading a while back.
Oh,
I mean, that'd be different.
Could just be Clark Kent. Earth 1 Superman is black, so who knows? Link says
We're
I
gonna
think,
change it all up.
Link says I think the Superman thing is a rumor.
I mean, everything at this point
Yeah.
is pretty much up in the air as a rumor or something. But like, casting is always all over the place. Always. You could even have somebody cast in a costume fitting and drop it.
At this point now, like anytime I see anything on Instagram that someone's done an edit, I'm like, I just shake my head and just go through it because I'm like,
With
no.
Yeah.
with Ben and Henry though, Ben's done. Henry,
We're just talking about a missed
but
opportunity.
Ben's done though, cause like that's not. Yeah, I don't. He still wants to play it, but Matt Reeves, cause I don't know, he could still be Batman for the
older part.
for the DC movies.
It's in his contract.
Yeah, but the Matt Reeves movie is a Warner Brothers movie. It's an offshoot. It's not continuity. It's
like
a-
it's like the Joker.
movie. It's a separate thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, who knows? Me and a couple friends were talking about. I forgot who we. I don't remember if we really cleared upon a name for Batman for who would play Terry, but to have Michael Keaton come back and play old Batman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
It's
Batman
like a
Beyond.
fan dream.
With the
Yeah,
whole like
dude.
literally do the first episode where he's trying to save the girl, can't his heart's giving his issues. He
Yeah,
takes
yeah,
the
yeah.
gun, shoots the guy, drops in, just breaks down because he had to use a gun, and basically makes him a thug like all the people
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
been fighting for all the years. And then
Oh,
after
man.
that, he
A
goes
Batman
to the
Beyond
cave,
movie. That'd be a badass.
goes to the cave, retires the suit, and then all of a sudden, Terry comes along. But I just don't know who you get to play Terry though at this point.
I'd find someone, a no-name actor.
Oh yeah, Terry's just a teenager.
Yeah. I mean, somebody snarky,
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I would love that.
Link said, I actually saw a little thing video on all the Supermans going against each other. I saw Superboy, Steel Superman versus Wonder Superman with the gold light.
Talking about Reign of the Superman.
Yeah, Reign of Superman. Yeah, the Eradicator. With the gold light, with his hands.
Mhm.
Wow.
I am the Eradicator. Which that's a badass.
It was a good movie.
That's alright. Death of Superman was better.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Did you finish Young Justice third season?
Mm-mm.
I just finished it today.
Yeah, I haven't been really watching Young Justice.
It was good.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to
I'll just
skim
wait.
through here. What?
For Young
Hmm?
Justice.
Wait for Young Justice?
Yeah, for Young, I'll just wait because they're probably gonna drop another season. So
Yeah,
When I have-
the way they left it off
yeah,
at
when I have
the
more
episode
source
13.
material or part.
I was telling him because he's not really interested, but I was telling him about it.
Doom Patrol comes out the 15th,
Doom Patrol.
which about either.
I'm gonna go watch. I gotta watch Titans, but I'm watching Punisher. Started watching that now since I finished. I'm caught up on Gotham. I didn't watch Punisher because
Yeah, you're watching
I
Gotham.
was on Gotham and
Just
just
choose the better choice.
going home through it. But if you Punisher,
Oh yeah, I watched all the
that's pretty
fight
dope,
scenes.
dude. I dubbed everything. I just watched fight scenes.
Yeah, I told one of my friends that, and he was just like, "Yo, what do you mean you just watch?" I was like, "Yeah, I started the episode and fast forward till I saw fighting, and then watched the fight scenes."
Get
What
through
the
the other
heck?
part.
Yeah. So, so that first fight, then in the first.
Steel Superman does not have powers.
No, he just has a suit.
Guy in a suit.
He's like Iron Man.
He creates his own powers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Iron Man with
He's basically he's based off of the I was gonna say Fable, but he's based off the John Henry story, the guy who beat a steel engine by mining through a cave or whatever. That's basically what he's based on.
John Henry, the one that built the train tracks. Right? Is that the same? Like, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I
And he
don't
was in a-
remember that he built train tracks. I remember that.
Yeah, they
he,
get the train. He had to build the train track to get the train all the way to where it goes, and he was so
Ooh.
fast.
That's a different version of the story then. The
It was like
one
this whole animation thing.
John Henry.
Yeah, the story that I heard was that it was basically he raced a steam powered engine
Yeah, to make.
to go through to see who could dig through a mountain or a hill faster.
To make tracks. I thought, wasn't it?
If
maybe
they
I'm wrong.
added, I don't know if they added more to the story. I guess.
Oh no,
but,
no, no!
like,
What it was is like something like they could build tracks faster than a man.
It was a machine, yeah.
A machine could build a
And he
track,
built it faster,
and he
but
was
then
able
had,
to
like, a
build
heart
faster.
attack.
Yeah. Then he died of a heart attack.
Yeah, I don't remember the track thing. I just remember it was a race through who could dig through, because that'd be impossible. That
Well, of
is
course
a
it'd be
Nah,
impossible.
but that's a horrible story.
Physics just say it's impossible.
Build a track to lay down the track and to nail it.
Something like that,
I gotta
yeah,
search up.
remember-
I gotta search up the story because that is not how I was told that story. That doesn't even make sense.
Oh my god.
Speaking of beloved characters dying,
Yes.
Oreo the raccoon
Oh, yeah, for
that Rocket
Guardians.
Raccoon was based on has died at the age of 10.
How are they gonna do Guardians 3 now?
I mean, pour one out for old Oreo.
Poor raccoon.
You guys are by yourselves on that one. I'm
Or
sorry. I
as I
don't.
called a raccoon earlier this week, Rascoons.
I thought you were gonna talk about Finley, the actor who played James Bond, because he passed away.
I'm not really invested in
passes.
James Bond.
He's like,
Yeah, but
he's like, he's Zach's like poor Oreo.
Poor Oreo.
And on what guy?
I'm sorry, what? Is it okay? It's the same guy. That's not the same guy. The guy from Big Fish, right?
Ooh.
The old guy from Big Fish told all the stories. He just died. Oh my God, what's
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember his name.
That name sounds from
Ramos said I left because they were spoiling Gotham. Whoa! Don't say they. Don't say y'all. Yo.
You're good. I'm not.
Not Oreo.
I'm not talking about it anymore. Sorry.
Link says also something else just popped in my head. You know the Spider-Man where they all came together, the one with the robotic suit. Who was rich? Did he have powers?
He also said take. No,
Oh,
Oreo,
you're
take me
talking-
instead.
You're talking from Into the Spider-Verse, Link? It was no, Into the Spider-Verse is like I forgot the name because that's like one of my favorite spider characters. The anime one, the Japanese one.
Oh,
no, it's just
no.
a chick. It's just a chick with the suit.
Spider SP /
Yeah,
Spider.
it's just a regular human person
that jumps into
that
a-
has this huge spider mech suit. Like, if
Well, the
I remember
spider mech
correctly.
suit is powered by this spider that wasn't like the soul
Yeah,
of her
Penny-
father's inside.
Penny Parker.
Penny
That's yeah. That's probably the best Spider-Man we've ever had. Let's be honest.
Wasn't that like her father's soul inside the mech suit or the mech robot thing? Or
Yeah, I think it was
Something
something
like
like that.
that,
Yeah.
yeah.
I read about her like a while ago, and I saw she was in the movie, and I was just like, oh, bringing back the girl. I was like, all right.
That movie is so good.
All right, so to clarify, because there's
I might be
obviously
off.
confusion here. John Henry, African American folk hero, is said to have worked as a steel driving man, a man tasked with hammering a steel drill into rock to make holes for explosive blasts. For explosives to blast the rock in constructing a railroad tunnel. According to a legend, John Henry's prowess as a steel driver was measured in a race against a steam-powered rock drilling machine.
Yeah,
A
that
race
was
that he won,
something.
only to die in victory with hammer in hand as his heart gave out from stress.
Hammer in hands.
Yeah. But
The machine.
let's pour one out for John Henry.
Oh, John Henry.
John Henry.
Yeah.
Hammer hand. Oh, good old hammer hands. I know if I had a hammer in my hands, I would die too.
So here's something.
What
A
else?
sequel to Mad Max Fury Road might be finally in development.
By the same director?
I don't know. It's just really
'Cause
tough.
that guy's old as shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he made Fury Road,
That's
so
true.
fucking
I
sign
made
me
his
up.
hover around.
I wanted to, dude. I wish we could have seen his Justice League movie. That would have been amazing. That would have been amazing.
What?
You guys heard about that, right?
Yeah, you were telling me something
Justice
about it.
League
Yeah.
Mortal.
Yeah, the one that they was supposed to make way back when.
The one they had already costumed and they had the sets
Yeah,
built.
had everybody and everything. And then just let it go. to
Missed
waste.
opportunity. Let's see. What else are we?
I guess people are still freaking out about Hawkeye's new costume
The Ronin costume or
Yeah, the
his
Ronin
Hawk-
costume.
Why?
I don't get it.
because it's I
Because
guess
he looks
it's
like a ninja?
too good for people, and they just don't understand.
I mean, it's cool. It's a cool haircut, I guess. I don't know.
Apparently, there's talks for the dude who did Thor Ragnarok to direct Guardians 3.
He declined.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it. He's still in talks with Marvel to do something, but not Guardians 3.
Yeah,
Huh.
he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you guys have not seen What We Do in the Shadows,
I
it's a
saw
great
preview.
movie. They have a show based on that coming out
Yeah.
this year, this March, I think,
On Amazon.
on FX.
Oh, FX, really?
Yeah, and it's called What We Do in the Shadows.
That's the one you try to get me to watch, right? On
Yeah.
Amazon? Okay.
Yeah, it's a
You
good
said it's
movie.
good, yeah.
It's a good movie, yeah. But the show is gonna follow that same kind of like style of humor, the handheld camera work.
Oh, okay.
But it's gonna be following like these vampires living in like New Zealand and stuff. It's gonna be really.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing a Kingsman prequel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Because
it's gonna be Eggsy's dad and
I don't know who's gonna follow, but they do. I guess they're doing that. They're not gonna. He's not gonna be in it.
yeah, it's a prequel.
Um,
So it's gonna be before him.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm game.
Interesting.
I'm game. I mean, at this point, like as long as it's a good movie, sign me up. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting.
I think we talked about
Mark
everything.
Miller's Netflix show, Jupiter Legacy. Because Netflix is now starting
Umbrella.
to use the.
Umbrella Corporation or Umbrella Academy. We talked about that last week, right? Or the week you were here. Did I talk about Umbrella Academy?
The week before that.
Yeah, I remember talking about it. I thought, or I mentioned it.
We have
Did you see
Umbrella
the tra-
Academy and
Did you
then
see the
Deadly
trailer of
Class.
that?
Yeah,
Looks cool.
it looks great.
Yeah.
I never read the comics.
They just came out with a new
super
one.
into the show.
Comics were good.
They just came out
Yeah.
with a new comic, so
Jupiter Legacy.
if you guys want to read on it, go grab one.
What's Jupiter Legacy about?
Some. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you. That's been a while, but it's all. Well, what I'm excited for is that it's Mark Miller's work, which would
Yeah.
imply that now, seeing how that deal that Netflix and Mark Miller, because Netflix owns the Millerverse, which means they own They own the Red Sun Superman storyline. They own Wanted. They own Kick-Ass. They own Kingsman.
I want to see more Kick-Ass.
So yeah, Netflix original
Right,
Kick-Ass
cool.
would be dope. Chris Pratt apparently teases time jump for Jurassic World 3.
What's that?
Chris Pratt teases time jump for Jurassic World 3.
Time jump.
Redbox.
The dinosaurs have laser guns on their back.
Ramos wants to talk about Doom Patrol and our first look at Mr. Nobody. Have you guys seen that yet?
Nah.
Is that the mummy looking dude with glasses?
No, that's
No, that's
Negative Man.
That's Negative
Okay,
Man.
they're negative.
No,
Man.
Mr. Nobody
the
is-
villain, right?
Yeah,
What
acted
the
by Alan Tudyk's.
What does Negative Man do? First of all, does he like say
He
negative?
feeds off their energy.
Okay, I was gonna say, does he give negative responses?
You know what? You don't look that great
I'm
today
so
after
bummed
all.
right now. This is the worst.
It's, it's just not. It's just not that good of a day.
Yes,
It's not that good of a day. I'm sorry.
Your hair's all messed up.
To be honest, I fully thought that they were gonna make Mr. Nobody just some mysterious man in a suit.
Oh, is that
I
the?
didn't think that he was
that's
gonna
the-
have like this weird pixelated like.
That's the bad guy, right?
Yeah,
Okay, the guy you said
Yeah.
looks like a.
he looks like a question mark in
Yeah.
the comic. Yeah, well, in the trailer that they showed,
I
We
haven't
got a
seen
quick-
the trailer, I have to see it.
we got a quick little shot of him, and like his eyes and his mouth like shifted, and like he looks like almost pixelated. And, like part of his face is it's
Cool.
wild.
I still gotta go. Again, I have to go back and watch Titans now, but I want to watch that.
Yeah. I want to watch Titans too. I haven't.
Because
got a
that
chance to, like,
that last preview of the last episode with where they showed the trailer with Batman,
Mhm.
I was like, fuck yeah, dude, give me more of that. Like Batman just beating the shit out of people.
I mean, Batman excites me for that kind of thing, but at the same time, like when I watch Titans, I want to watch the team work.
Of
together.
course, but it's cool them fighting Batman. Like that's the part I'm saying.
But is it like? Do you think it's the whole team fighting him, or is it just?
It's
I would
probably
think
be
it's
Night. It's probably gonna be
just Robin.
or Robin, and where he's eventually just gonna be like, I'm Nightwing now or something.
I'm Nightwing now. Call me
Night-
Nightwing.
Don't call me Robin. I've grown to a bird at night. Call
me
Nightwing.
Wing Knight.
Wing Knight.
The knight who eats wings.
That'd be
Ramos,
great.
what do you think about the trailer? Like, do you think is Mr. Nobody do it for you? Because I'm literally intrigued to see this guy in action. No spoilers, but it's just
No spoilers.
Dick fighting Batman.
That's a new spoiler already.
I mean, just once was enough. They had to play it
I
twice.
don't know why. I probably could have just hit it once, but I like it. I like it. All right, I'll work on the air horns.
Yeah, Batman fighting Dick. That's what the show amounts to. I don't know. I'm hoping season 2 gives us more of a team vibe.
I'm sorry the airplane got me.
Yeah. No,
It's like
from what I've heard about the show, though,
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't really got a team dynamic going yet. But that's just what I've heard.
For Titans or
For Titans,
Doom?
yeah. I'm hoping season 2 they play off more of like the whole like Titans are together finally, you know. But who knows? I haven't watched the show
I did
yet, so I
hear-
can't really say too much about it.
Didn't they say something about Deathstroke's kids being in the next one? For Titans? Next season?
Jericho?
Yeah, that's where I read something or saw something on that.
Interesting.
Doesn't he have a daughter or a son too?
Jericho and Ravager.
That's what they were saying, possibly being in the next season.
Oh yeah. I did see something about
Yeah.
that.
Which I'm not too sure on the characters, but
I like the attitude of the trailer, like when Robot Man said Justice League 2020 for no reason. I don't know if that was like shade to the DCU. Yeah, I don't know. I liked it. The trailer seemed like a lot more
yeah.
spunky than I expected. Because like the first teaser that we got where they were all taking the photo, and it was just like, I hate photos. It's like, but this trailer, this other like teaser that we
Yeah.
got, definitely like I want to see more of these characters. That first photo thing, that was weird. That family photo
Yeah.
thing, I didn't really care for it. But this trailer definitely sold me on the show.
Okay.
So I'm excited, and I hope that this show and Titans have more crossover stuff, because I know they crossed over once during this first season, apparently. So I would definitely like to see like a whole universe being built, sort of like a CW.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was only to introduce Doom Patrol, though.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, I hope that we get more. Like, once we get to know the characters, I hope we get more crossover events. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you have the CW shows, you have Flash, Arrow, and you have them cross over every once in a while. You know.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them do that on the DC Universe app, but better. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So, like, give them a better reason to cross.
I did read the Young Justice comic, the first issue. It's good. It's a good comic, man.
Yeah?
Like,
Worth reading?
Yeah, it's definitely worth reading. One came out like a few weeks ago or something like that, and I think issue 2 just came out.
Okay, so what's the threat in this? Like, what is it?
They start off. You start off, and you're like, "Who the hell is this talking?" But it's, I guess, some race of gyms underneath the earth.
Okay.
And they're like talking. You hear this one guy talking to another guy, and he's saying that every 7 years or something like that, that the Earth goes through these changes of like storms and all that, like events that happen that change the Earth, and they come up and want to fight Superman, and the team ends up being in Metropolis at the time. But the team's like a very odd team. I've never heard of some of these characters.
Okay.
Jonah Hex's daughter.
Oh.
Which I never knew he had a daughter.
I didn't either. That's crazy.
A young Green Lantern.
Okay.
Superboy, which he looks pretty dope the way they drew him.
Lovely.
That leather jacket, like John likes the leather jacket and everything.
Oh, we know what John likes.
He has a little beard stubble.
Nice.
Super.
stubble.
You got Robin, and you got I'm thinking she's part of the gym world, the gym people, but she's like Amethyst. Amethyst is her name. And then Wonder Girl, which I don't know who Wonder Girl is. Is that Supergirl or is that who's Wonder Girl?
Wonder Woman's protege. It's Donna Troy.
From
From the original Teen Titans comics.
But I mean, is she from like whose daughter is it? Is it?
She's an Amazon.
She's an Amazon. Okay. Okay.
Just under the Wonder Woman's wing. Just training
Because
her.
Robin had said something like Zeus was her father, or
Yeah.
right? Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's
See, I never knew that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good comic book. So.
I mean, it's a mixture of. It's a mixture of the old school. It's a mixture of Teen Titans, Young Justice.
Yeah. Oh, and Impulse.
and
Impulse is in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just all this.
Which he's great.
Stuff.
Impulse is great.
Ramos said, "Did you see a tall ginger guy with freckles was cast in Stargirl for an unknown role, like the same week the showrunner was talking about Wally West, # conspiracy theory."
As much as I would like to see that,
Stargirl.
I feel like I'm not going to be able to see a ginger speedster, like, ever. It's like, cause it's like okay, so I had this theory, right? Whenever there's a ginger character in the comics, they always recast him as a person of color. I don't know why.
Like
It's like
What in the new
like
one?
Jimmy Olsen in Supergirl, right? Or
that's a TV show though.
so is Stargirl.
Yeah, no, I'm like, wait, repeat yourself one more time. You said that.
And this is to back this up. I should probably preface this. I saw this post on Instagram that kind of put it in perspective. They show all these different characters that were drawn, like they were drawn to be ginger characters in the comics. So like famously ginger, and then when they're translated into movies or shows, they're cast as like people of color.
Okay.
And it's not like this one like this crazy bad thing. It's just like this something I never noticed, and then I saw this post, and then now it's like all I can see. And so like I'm like, I haven't seen like a person like a ginger character, like with superpowers
With
on
red
screen
hair.
yet. Like the closest that we've gotten was maybe Rorschach. But even then, like he doesn't really have like superpowers.
Yeah.
You know, like.
So you said, well, I think they treated it like in the show. Was that Wally West like from a different dimension, or was it like another multiverse?
Was.
The one in Flash.
No, he's Wally was.
No, I'm saying Black Wally West,
Yeah.
and they have a White Wally West, but
Yeah.
was it in that?
One's from the New
multi-
52 and one's from the original content.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you're saying you haven't seen.
Yeah, but they live in the same.
They live in the same thing.
Yeah, the same
Okay.
Earth, on the same Earth and everything.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
confused about. Okay.
They're not. He's not like Black Wally didn't replace. I mean,
I thought maybe they
Technically,
replaced
he
the
did.
character
Because
necessarily.
Wally West disappeared for a time that if you like, he like
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
beginning of DC Rebirth, and he had disappeared for a bit, but then he came back. But
Okay,
whilst that was going on, yeah, there was the Black Wally West.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean they live in the same.
Same.
I mean but I get what you're saying though. Yeah, as far as I mean, the only thing I can think of is Supergirl though. As
Yeah.
far as taking a gender.
I wish I
and
knew
making
where.
them-
I wish I knew where this post went, but there was a few characters that was.
The West one doesn't count because you're not changing a character into an ethnic character. They're two separate characters. But the Jimmy Olsen being a ginger to being a black guy, yeah, that's a change. Yeah, I'm curious to know who the other changes are because off the top of my head I can't think.
I wish I knew what the post was because I could show you. There was a few.
It was a producer, Jeff Johns. Producer Jeff Johns. He said you should expect legacy characters like Wally West on Stargirl. Oh, legacy characters. That's good.
Are we gonna get?
Here we go.
I'm assuming they're gonna probably count Lois. Yeah, that doesn't count. Yep, I figured. Yeah, Lois and I saw this and I was just like, isn't that Hot Girl from the old? From the, yeah, I know that's hot. Yeah.
And then
Yeah, but Hot Girl's not. Well, that's incorrect. Oh, well, no, sorry.
Mary
I'm
Jane?
thinking, I'm thinking, my mind didn't go to Mary Jane when I saw that. My mind went to something else.
yeah.
And is she, yeah.
Except that's not Mary Jane. That's Pepper Potts.
No, that's Mary
Right?
Jane. No, that's why that's Mary Jane.
That looks like
Stark
Pepper
Industries.
Potts. Yeah, that's Pepper Potts. With the
Nah.
Iron.
It's Mary Jane. Mary Jane ended up working for Iron
Oh,
Man.
that's right. You're right. You're right. Yes.
Yeah, I have that cover. Signed, actually. But my
Nice.
mind didn't go to...
Remember.
My mind didn't go to that. Invincible Iron Man.
Well, no, not. Yeah, there was an Invincible Iron Man with Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, it just put it in perspective for me. Like, so I would love to see a comic accurate Wally West, like with the red hair and everything.
Coming out,
I would
yeah.
love to see that.
Ramos says they count Irish and Wally because Black Wally doesn't exist till after Junior Wally, so to do with Black Wally for concept, LG has to be changed and not that one else to introduced. Yeah, but it's like, nah, that doesn't count. They're two different characters. Off the premise that they're two different characters, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I mean, that I understand your logic, but like I can't count that because you're not necessarily changing Ginger Wally to Black Wally. They're two different characters. One, sure, yeah, one disappeared,
We're gonna change you
but
all
they're
together.
two different characters though. Like Jimmy Olsen counts. Iris counts. Hot Girl, I'm drawing a blank if Hot Girl originally had red hair.
From the show necessarily.
From Justice League, in the Justice League animated series, when she takes,
did have
yeah,
red
she
hair.
did have red hair. Yeah. So I guess
She was
that
white
counts.
with red hair.
And then Mary Jane.
Yes.
Again, I'm still a little confused with the whole Zendaya thing. She says, "Yeah, my friends call me MJ."
She's this
What's
universe's
her?
MJ.
Yeah.
What's her character's name though?
Michelle Jones.
Yeah.
But they call her MJ, and she's supposed to end up.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
I mean,
I'm
that's-
gonna fight that one.
I mean, I will defend that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
gonna have to fight that. It doesn't count.
And if we had another Mary Jane in the continuity that we have now, I could say that it didn't count. But they legitimately they're forcing this romance with her and Peter.
Yeah.
They're calling her MJ.
Yeah.
Like she's supposed to be the Mary Jane, but they're trying to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, to where she's not.
Yeah, she's not.
But
So because of that, I'm gonna fight that. I'm gonna fight that a little bit.
I just want some love for redheads, man.
Rama said when she was from Anagar, she was white with red hair, but when she became an Egyptian princess, yeah, because Flash, yeah, it's all because of the
Gotcha.
CW TV shows.
I'm actually learning so much about like Hawkman and Hawkgirl because I never really paid
Actually,
attention to them as a
No,
Okay.
that's true. No, so there's still, so then even then that still doesn't count because in the old stuff, yeah, she's Thanagarian, and
Sorry,
then
I'm like off screen, guys. Sorry.
in the old stuff she's Thanagarian, but like in the newer stuff she's Egyptian.
Yeah, like the newer 52 once she became
I
Egyptian.
think it was
I think
New
so.
52
Or after that, maybe it could have been.
because she's Egyptian.
Because Hawkman now, the comic they have for Hawkman, that's where they
Yeah, it's
talk
Egyptian
About, it's
based.
Egyptian
Yeah.
based, yeah.
They've both been Egyptian based for a very
It's
long
cool.
time.
I mean, it's a cool
Actually-
storyline.
I don't think. Now I'm drawing a blank if like
I
if
thought
they're
they were
only
from
standing-
space.
they're Ramos, are they only Thanagarian in the like? Did that start in the Justice League cartoon
No.
series?
In the comics, it had that too, where
She was Thanagarian.
yes,
Yeah.
like the ship crashed, or they always went to Egypt or wherever. They were considered gods there in Egypt, and that's how they.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thought it
they're
was-
cool characters, and Randall
That
Savage
hot girl that was black.
is part of that whole. I don't know if that was part of their storyline.
Vandal Savage.
Is it Vandal Savage?
Yeah, Vandal.
I'm sorry, Vandal Savage, not Randall Savage.
Randy Savage.
Snap into a Slim Jim. Reincarnate this, brother.
Got you for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, you're gonna hit the atomic elbow.
3 minutes of playtime.
Earth 2 hot girl, she might be black. I don't know, but Earth 1 hot girl.
Was
Ever
white.
since they made, yeah, but
But
yeah, because the whole continuity change and stuff.
I mean, look at the girl for Black Canary on Birds of Prey. She's black. So
Yeah, see, yeah, they just changed now. They changed. They like the
yeah.
Hawkman and Hawk Girl, like woman, like they like to change up their stuff
And with,
so much.
with that whole thing too, like as long as the actor does a good job in that role, it doesn't
matter.
bother. It doesn't bother
Doesn't
me
matter at all.
necessarily. So I mean, yeah, I want to see. Like you, I want to see the
I'm just
comic
curious,
accurate
you know.
character, but we're not going to
Yeah.
get that all the time.
Well, it's just like, I would love to see a blonde Barry Allen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't had that yet. Like,
Well, that was only on the
Is he not
cartoons.
blonde?
what? In the comics he is.
Yeah,
But like, in the show...
you don't classify Grant Gustin as that's not blonde. I
that's,
classify.
no,
that's
like
brunette.
Like-
brown.
I'd call it dirty blonde, I guess, but yeah, I
Like
guess.
really dirty, like he
If you,
landed in
if
the
you,
mud or
if you
something.
squint and you close one eye and you close the other eye,
Mm.
maybe it's a little blonde.
It's not blonde. It's not like John
Yeah.
Constantine blonde.
Yeah.
But
that's
like,
how
I
it
get
is
what
in the
you're
comics,
saying.
That's how-
though.
Yeah,
like
blonde,
noticeably.
Who knows? He might just, run really fast, put a lot of stress on his body, and it just
Oh, it comes off.
bleaches his hair. Like it just, the
If it's-
stress just turns it blonde.
Like, I would like to see, I mean, like, I know it's probably never going to happen, but, like, even, like, Jason Momoa, I'd like to see him have the long blonde hair, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's probably
Like,
No, that's not.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, like the hair color, I don't know, it's just like it's lost translation to the big screen, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
A
yeah,
lot of
because then again, because also it's because Marvel kind of ruined it, with the whole Thor having super blonde hair and super blonde eyebrows, same as Scarlet, Black Widow.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they just the way they did the blonde, it's just
Yeah, it
it was
changes
a
up.
bit too much. So
Yeah.
they just kind of fixed everything.
Yeah. True. True.
Emma says, off topic, but I want there to be a Green Lantern film where we get to see a Thanagarian lantern or maybe a Tamaranian. Just get these unknown alien races in the background. Yeah, I'm sure there probably was a few of them that were Thanagarian or Tamaranian.
I just want a Green Lantern movie in general.
I want a John Stewart Green Lantern movie, or just a regular Hal
Yeah,
Jordan.
I mean, there was going to be a Kryptonian Green Lantern.
That'd be cool.
Well, yeah, it was going to be Clark. There was actually going to be no
Superman, Green Lantern.
No, he wasn't going to be Superman. He was just going to be Green Lantern.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a storyline where, had Clark had never gone to Earth, the lanterns, because of the discipline and instilledness in him, like the way they kind of saw that his future was going to pay out, he was going to be a Green Lantern. And he was apparently too. Had he have become a Green Lantern, he would have been like number one. Like he would have been the Green Lantern. Like no one was about to mess with this man. There probably still would have been a Hal Jordan. Probably still
Because he
would
would
have
have
been
had like
all
the
these,
super
but
strength
he-
with the Green Lantern.
Yeah, but that's only
no?
if he's around a yellow sun though. That's like
He's on Earth.
no. Again, he's not on.
Oh,
Earth.
he was just.
He's
being-
just
okay.
They were gonna just give him
Okay.
the ring. It's
Yeah.
it's an old storyline. I I forgot the title of it, but
Yeah.
it's yeah, dude. Yeah, but and that's the thing because when he did get to Earth, because the Guardians didn't know he was gonna get abilities. When he did get to Earth and the Guardians saw he had abilities and stuff, they were just like, "No, we're not gonna give him a ring. He's gonna be able to do
Everything.
and accomplish so much
Yeah.
on his own." But had he been a Green Lantern, whoa, whoa. I mean, he still would suck, but whoa.
I mean, are there any comics out there that have like a line of comics that take place in that reality? You know what I'm saying? Explore that.
No, Ramos, he wasn't Kryptonian. That's the same storyline I'm actually talking. Well, that's a part of the storyline I'm talking about. You're talking about Tomar Gar or whatever. He's the alien that had the bird beak but looked like a fish with the fin. The orange guy from the Green Lantern. Like you've seen him in Green Lantern and Justice League. You're talking about him.
Bird beak man.
He's not. Yeah, but he's not
Bird beak man.
Kryptonian though. He had because
Beaker.
Krypton was about to explode and he went to
Beaker Lantern.
he went to a different sector to go get these rocks or whatever that would have like drained some of the energy that was coming off
Yeah, he
Krypton.
remembers now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as it was gonna happen, a solar flare happened, and because it's old school Green Lantern that we're talking about, yellow interferes with their abilities, so he was like blinded, and then he was trying to pick up the rocks as best as he could, as he couldn't see, and then the first thing he saw when his eyes started working was just Krypton exploding. It had to have been the most Zack Snyder-ish thing that he could have probably seen in his life, honestly. And a planet exploding has to be like really beautiful. I can only
And first, the first thing you saw after being
yeah,
blind.
like and then you're just
So
blind and you open your eyes and it's
beautiful.
just and you're just like, oh my god. Like yeah, albeit sure a lot of people.
Yeah,
died,
kind of like the
but
fish
still.
dude. Like yeah,
just silent.
because he had like a fin on the.
Yeah,
side.
the fish. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
looked like a fish but had a bird beak though.
bird beak.
Yeah, it's Tomar
Tomar bird beak man.
Tomar Guard. I think Tomar's his name.
Tomar beak.
Yeah.
Beakman.
Or if it's not Tomar, it's somebody else. But like, he's a proficient character though. He pops up and like you'll see him in
Yeah,
Green Lantern
yeah.
and like he pops up in a lot of stuff because he's a very popular Green Lantern character.
See, at the end of Batman vs Superman, was Batman vs Superman or Justice League? I can't remember. One of them was supposed to have a post-credit scene where some lanterns show up. It was supposed to set up this whole Green Lantern part of the universe, and we were supposed to get this Green Lantern buddy cop movie with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
Yep, Lethal Weapon in space.
Backburner.
Well, no. Well, I thought the Hal Jordan movie. I thought the Green Lantern Corps movie was still happening.
We haven't heard shit about it.
No.
No, they're pushing ahead with the Trench and the Harley Quinn movie and.
Link says the first dude Hal saw in the Green Lantern movie. Well, the first Green Lantern. The first Green Lantern. The first dude Hal saw? No, the first dude Hal saw was Abin Sur.
You mean when he first got to the?
Yeah, when he first probably got to Oa, maybe, but the first first Green Lantern he sees should have been Abin Sur. Abin Sur is the one who dies and passes his ring on to Hal.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in a while, actually. I've been actually really meaning to rewatch it, but I end up watching so many other stuff. Like season 2 of Legion's finally on Hulu, so I've been watching that. Yo, that show is
And I got
so crazy, bro.
I got a
That show
fire
is-
stick. I got a fire stick. I can watch all the shows now. So
That Legion is still such a crazy show, man.
well, I heard Professor X is gonna be on the last.
Yeah,
part of
season 3, he's gonna have it's gonna be the guy in Games of Thrones, who they're what's it called?
The guy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I don't watch that show. I've read the books.
Or
but I
as the
don't-
lady called from DirecTV the other night, you get 3 months of HBO free. You can watch Game of Thorns. I'm like, oh, well, thank you.
I'm guessing you're a huge
Link
fan.
Link says yeah when they got to the Green Lantern planet. Yeah,
Yeah.
should have been him.
Let's see.
Right. You guys have any questions or anything? Anything
Yeah,
you wanna
we're
talk about?
getting close
Because
to
we're
getting close to shutting it down.
there's a lot of stuff going on that we could sit here and talk about for sure that we didn't even mention. Like I'm still very excited to see Alita.
Battle
which
Angel.
is
I'm James
yeah.
Cameron. Just make sure you go see Alita Battle Angel.
A little battle angel.
Alita.
A little battle angel. Oh, you're talking about that dude. Yeah, the
Yeah.
one that got gold
Yeah.
poured on his fucking
Okay.
Oh, he was the brother of
Daenerys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's supposed to be who?
Professor X.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, I didn't play the demo, Ramos. I had pre-ordered it. I could have that weekend or whatever,
Man.
but I just nah. I want to go in completely blind. Give other people the chance.
Zach's
To,
been playing Resident Evil 2 and Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah, beat those. I wrecked those games.
and I'm playing Mario Odyssey.
And I still have. I'm kind of like mad at myself. I was gonna play Spider-Man, but it didn't happen. I'm gonna go get the Pro tomorrow because if I'm gonna play Spider-Man, I want to play it in the best.
4K.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
best quality that I can.
those
because that
cutscenes are gonna
game
look so good.
Yeah, so I ended up playing Resident Evil, ended up playing Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts I was a bit, I felt like it should have had more. I
See,
felt like
everybody
it.
keeps saying that. I don't
Yeah,
know,
but
I'm just, I'm
it
just
should
happy
have.
that it
Did you
exists.
finish it?
No.
Oh.
I'm still I'm still playing
Wait
it,
till
but,
you
like,
finish it, and then you're gonna see me and you're gonna be like, should have had more. And I'm gonna be like,
It'll be okay. It's okay. Well, no, see, I'm
But the-
going into it thinking like the fact that we got a 3 after all these years. Like I'm
Mhm.
like I played the Hercules level,
see, there's
and
something
I
I
was
wanna,
like,
something I want
I'd
to
be
tell
happy with
you,
that.
but like I don't think it'd be a spoiler because you'll find it on the internet eventually. It's not really a spoiler about the game per se,
Mhm.
but it's about the game though. But I'll just let you finish it and we'll talk about it.
Well, I mean, like what I was gonna say was like playing through the Hercules level,
Hmm.
right, and then just playing the gummy ship part. Like I was like, honestly, like the fact that I'd be fine with that, and I got all these other
Yeah.
worlds to go to.
Mhm.
Like,
When I'm just gonna say you have two options at the end when you fight the last boss.
mhm.
Either you can go in there with what's that thing called, the coin thing? I'm drawing a blank on what it's called, so it's not really gonna help you out, but you'll know what I mean when you get there.
Right, it gives you options at the end.
No. I'm saying so like a lot of people played the end and they had this like coin thing that like kind of like boosts you or whatever that like helps you out and like they still died a bunch of times.
Okay.
I played it without the coin thing and I died a bunch of times. Because one of my friends told me that he did play with the coin thing and he died like a few times. Last boss, dude, yo, let me know how that works out for you, bro. Cause like I'm one of those dudes that when I play a game, yo, I get to the last boss, first try, I work the boss because I know playing all these games, I know what to expect. Certain games and like one of those stupid things, like you're playing a game, you're playing a boss, and then all of a sudden it's like there's like a cut scene or whatever, and the next thing you know they get like armored up and then all
Yeah,
that
twice as
health
big.
goes
Yeah.
all that health goes back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 bars
Yeah,
laid on top of each
dude.
other.
Yeah, bro.
You thought
not
you got
only
me,
not
but
only
not this
not
time.
only not only that, it's kind of like where I forgot what game I was playing this game, and this boss had. You get to the last boss, he has a full green bar, and you deplete it. Get down to like I'm talking about. All I had to do was get one hit in, and I timed it because I knew there was gonna be a cutscene, so I timed it to where when I was doing a combo, the last hits would have just ended right there.
Mhm.
That's how I play. I math things out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to win.
Yeah.
He's the
So
Rain Man
he's
of video
doing,
games.
and certain games will like it'll let you flow the combo or it will stop you,
Yeah.
and it stopped me. And then next thing you know, his green bar goes all the way back up. He gets armored up a little bit bigger, and then his green bar turns yellow, then it turns red. So not only did he get fully powered, he has 3 full bars of health that I now have to like. It's this game that I played like a while. Like I don't remember, dude.
Oh,
Like,
gosh.
yo,
That's
it's
good.
nah, man. Like I hate games like that.
My-
I mean, I like them. Oh, I think was it Final Fantasy? That's what's popping in my head right now. I don't remember if it was Final Fantasy.
One of my favorite boss fights, if you can call it that, was from Spider-Man 2.
Oh, see, I knew you were gonna say Spider-Man, and I thought you were gonna say the Nintendo 64 Spider-Man when you're doing the Carnage Doc Ock,
No.
and he's chasing
God.
you. Yo, that's.
Oh God.
I remember the first time playing that.
Jesus.
Yo, as a child, that was scary because
Turning that off.
the camera's here. And
Yeah.
you're running here, and like the camera doesn't necessarily like move the way, like it's not running first person.
Yeah.
It's running the cameras outside of the building, and you have to like do.
Yeah.
And Doc Ock,
Yeah,
Carnage
he's
Doc Ock,
tentacles.
yeah, that dude was fast, bro.
Um,
That dude was fast.
No, I was gonna say Spider-Man 2, the one based on the movie Spider-Man 2.
Yes,
Um,
which is good. One of the
where
best
he-
Spider-Man games ever.
The call that Mysterio is up to no good.
Yeah, I
And,
figured you were gonna say the Mysterio.
You
And
always
go
talk
into
about that.
It's,
yeah.
it's, the
You go
to
one in the movie
convenience store,
theater? Oh,
and he's like holding up the convenience store, and then you get in there, and he's like, nobody messes with Mysterio. And he starts powering up, and you see like the health bars.
yeah, it just
And
yeah.
then you just go over and punch him and break the helmet, and his health bars all just deplete in one hit. And he's like, no.
There was the one. So there's Spider-Man 2 for PlayStation 1, which is one of my favorite games. That's
Oh, yeah,
like the
Enter
game
Electro,
game.
right?
One of my favorite Spider-Man games. Then jump forward. There's Spider-Man 2, the movie game, which is again one of my. It's literally those two, and then I'm assuming this one's probably going to be one of my favorites too. But you get to it's the movie theater fight scene where Mysterio is on stage and you're just jumping back and forth, and he's throwing stuff at you, and the
Okay.
building's coming down like that. That battle, because he's not the last boss. Isn't the last boss like Doc Ock? I vaguely remember Doc Ock being the last boss in that film, or in that game. But Mysterio, when you're fighting Mysterio in the movie theater, that was
Are
crazy.
you talking about Spider-Man 2?
2, yeah, the
One
movie.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
movie.
Doc Ock is the last boss.
Yeah, he's the last boss. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's hard to beat.
When you guys play those games, I'm playing Mario Odyssey.
Is that the new one?
Yeah. For Switch. I mean, it came out when
Is that a recent
when
release?
the Switch.
Well, yeah. There's so many Mario games now that.
It's newer of Mario, but
Yeah, but like in the last like 2
Yeah,
years.
it's the one made for the Switch.
it reminds me of.
Oh, okay.
Remember
so,
Mario
yeah,
64 or
the
kind of
best
like that?
Mario
yeah.
game ever made.
Yeah. Or what was the other one where he
Mario
went to
Sunshine.
where he went into space?
Yeah, that was also
Super
one
Mario
of the-
Galaxy.
Mario Sunshine was like for the new gen stuff. Mario Sunshine.
But it's like
was
that
good.
where you have you go to all these different worlds and you gotta like figure a way to get get moons to power up your ship to go to the next world to go to the next world. You fight all these different bosses, so it's fun.
Yeah, Mario is always like if I'm gonna play a Mario game, it's gonna be like the OG Super Brothers or it's gonna be Mario 64 because Mario 64 was God's gift to us.
I want to get the Zelda game. That's my next
Which one?
venture.
Breath of the
Breath of
Wild.
the Wild.
Oh, yeah, Breath of the Wild was good. I think my favorite is
Well, if I can go back and play, I'd go back and play like Legends of Zelda, like the
mine was Legend of the Wind Waker. Yeah, I think that
Oh,
was
Wind
my
Waker?
favorite one. Yeah.
My favorite's always been Link to the Past. Just
Yeah.
because
You
I don't
would.
something about it.
Well, I like the
Breath
one
of the Wild's great.
that was out for the Wii when it came out for the Wii. What was that one called?
Skyward Sword?
Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess?
Yeah, I like that one. That was cool.
That was for
That was fun.
Ramos said the original Spider-Man movie game. The first one had some crazy boss fights. My favorite was in the one with the subway tunnel versus Shocker where you had to.
probably the blast on the train. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember
I
that
remember that,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Zach just got me to download Devil May Cry 5,
Oh, the demo.
the
Yeah.
demo, and that was fun playing that. So, and those are some of my favorite boss fights. Is fighting that in that game when I had it for Xbox.
Those games like those.
Dude, like
type
the
of
bosses
games
are like massive, and you got to figure out like, you have to run and slash, jump and get away, and then like try to
those.
figure ways
That's
out.
why I like those game bosses like Devil
Yeah,
May
huge,
Cry.
huge.
Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. God
Kingdom
of
Hearts.
War.
Oh god.
Final
I'm gonna play some God of War
Fantasy,
tonight.
but it depends on what Final Fantasy. Oh, and Bayonetta. Oh my God, Bayonetta games like when you're fighting some of those super huge villains is like, those are so crazy.
Have you played the demo yet for Devil May Cry 5?
No,
It just came out, I think yesterday it just came out.
no, I'm just gonna wait for the game to come out.
Okay. Yeah. March 8th,
Yeah, that's
9th?
cool.
I was playing Devil May Cry before the stream started. Link said.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just excited for. I mean, we get Jump Force this week, and then we get March 22nd. We get Anthem. Ramos. By the way, I was told. So I need some. Cause I trust you. I was told. Did you play it?
What, Anthem?
Yeah. Okay. So I was told that the game was good, a bit glitchy, and the microtransactions were horrible. Like the way the system was set up, and like. But I heard that overall. Oh, and I heard that a lot of people couldn't play because the servers could not handle everybody hopping on at one time to play that game.
These betas are, I think they're a glorified way of saying server tests. Because it seems like every time they have a beta, the servers crash.
It has to be, because they're not prepped for it, so they have to figure out how many servers
Red Dead
are about to
Redemption
run.
did the same thing to us when we'd get on and try to play it, kick us right off.
That's what I realized.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
played.
realized.
So I told you guys I told you because you weren't here the 2 weeks ago, but I finished Red Dead the story mode.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You liked it?
It was good. Yeah.
I gotta go play that too.
Um,
I just recently got my Wi-Fi back, better Wi-Fi, so.
Spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
CenturyLink is no longer.
Yeah, this is like everybody's hooked up. We're hooked. We're hoping to get a webcam eventually.
I have I have Spectrum. I have like whatever the highest package you can get for not being a business.
It's ultra. Like the one I have is the ultra. It's like 400 megabytes per second supposedly.
Oh, I don't even remember. We just kind of carried it over every time we moved, but it's like whatever the highest without being a business.
Yeah.
Because we had in my at the time being when I had 3 roommates,
Everybody
we all you had a PlayStation, you had 3 Xboxes, you had 3 computers, you had 2 laptops. Because like we all do well. I do a lot more console than the other ones do, but they do a lot more PC than I do because they play like World of Warcraft and RuneScape and all that stuff. But yeah, man, you gotta have internet, bro.
Oh yeah.
That stuff's life.
We're working on it. Hopefully, this laptop we're on now has a webcam. I was wondering if we could use that.
You might be able to.
So
I mean, it depends on the quality. How old's the laptop?
This is pretty new. It's a Chromebook, so. I mean,
yeah. I mean, then it comes down to. I mean, if it's pretty new, then it comes down to the specs. If the camera can actually.
Yeah, I don't know.
Handle.
I mean, I know you could do it if I go live on here.
Yeah.
With this, as long as we're on our
It'd
channel.
probably be the same quality as this as it is right now.
That's what I'm thinking too. We'd have to give it a shot.
Yeah.
One time, just mess with it, see if it works.
Yeah. So.
Forgot Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3
Oh, yeah, that comes out.
comes out for the Switch.
Yeah.
Sometime this year, I believe. Which is, I still can't believe it's a Switch exclusive.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's such a weird thing.
Yeah.
But that's all I have. That's all I have.
No, listen to this shit. So I got the demo for Xbox and was set up to play at the moment of drop. Didn't get to play all day Friday and half the day Saturday. Then when I got in, I would get infinite load screens. So I restarted the game dozens of times and only got a few hours of gameplay. However, those few hours were very fun and the microtransactions weren't that bad. IMO. Huh.
So, what kind of microtransactions were actually present? Like, what did you have to face? Like, I'm guessing microtransactions aren't just cosmetic. Are they actually game breaking?
Yeah,
or are they all just cosmetic?
It's probably I'd assume because it's kind of like Destiny and all that stuff. I would assume it's cosmetic and you can use it as a weapon. It's not like Fortnite, like where you can get like this cool looking gun that actually like amplifies your like damage abilities, whereas Fortnite's just cosmetic, which is stupid. Fortnite should look into start to do that, but whatever.
The thing is like
I'm gonna quit Fortnite. I haven't even played Fortnite in weeks, dude, because I've been playing all these other video games because I gotta catch up. Because tomorrow I gotta play Spider-Man before Jump Force comes out. Jump Force comes out on the 15th.
Yeah, you gotta
or
play Spider-Man.
14th, I should say, midnight release. But I gotta play Spider-Man before that comes out.
I might actually, if I'm still cognitive when I get home, I might put Spider-Man in for a bit this week around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been playing because I've been replaying. I've been just replaying like PS2 games because I have my PlayStation out right now.
One of the things they just for their celebration of Fantastic Four week, they added 2 suits to Spider-Man PS4.
I saw it. Yeah.
So
The Bombastic Bagman and the Future Foundation, which is the Bombastic Bagman, with the Future Foundation suit.
yeah, it looks dope. I saw a
So
gameplay
nice.
with it. The guy was swinging around and stuff like that. It looked great.
So nice. Oh my god.
Well, I think we did God's work once again for the nerds out there.
No, it's only cosmetic. People call it AIDS because each individual material you had to pay for, and people wanted. I thought you got enough.
Zach's head
money,
went.
that doesn't matter. And you paid with these coins, and people said they weren't getting enough coins during the game.
Coins.
So, but it's not. No, it's so. It's
So quick.
So for the game. So Ramos, for the game, you're not. I thought you were able to like upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. And it wasn't just cosmetics because that would be ridiculous. I mean, I would assume because yeah, you're able to upgrade your suits and stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I can't.
How, you know, like
I got whatever.
just power up and stuff, you know. That's what I'm saying.
I said none of that's microtransactions. Oh, okay. So that's like in-game stuff then, maybe.
And none of that is microtransaction. Okay.
It's only what the Javelin looks like and emotes. Okay, that makes sense.
Interesting. But you can still unlock Javelin like parts and upgrades through regular gameplay
Yeah,
too, right?
through the gameplay. Yeah, apparently
Okay.
the microtransactions are just cosmetics.
Oh, you know what I saw?
That's good.
Cool. Yeah, that's,
Since we're talking about video games, Monster Hunters is gonna get your Witcher guy on it.
Geralt
Yeah.
of Rivia. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I never played. I played Monster Hunter back on the PS2. I never played Monster Hunter World since it
I'll
came
wait
out.
till it goes down in price and then I'll get it and
uh,
just play it.
I don't get that game.
Or
I had one friend in particular who like, he played that game.
So it has a
Yeah, we
diehard
did-
fan
we had-
base.
Yeah.
a
Because
guy
they
that
made
we know
pops,
plays it all
so
the time.
I know they have a
My brother
diehard
was
fan.
playing it, yeah.
Like the moment I saw the pops came out, because the pops came out while I was still at Hudson's, and I was just like, "Yo, what?" I was like, "There's no way this game is that serious."
It got big. It was big for a while. Like people stopped playing Destiny and all that just to play
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. You know?
Okay, well I don't know about that, guys. Calm down.
No, yeah,
No, I'm being
I
serious.
totally did.
Yeah.
Rainbow says your upgrades are drops in the game for bosses and enemies. I'm guessing it's similar to. Oh yeah, just like in the E3 trailer. Okay. Yeah, because I remember when after you, guessing similar to Devil May Cry, actually use energy in Devil May Cry and buy stuff in game and increase your double arms. Also, I thought I wanted to main ranger, but it's boring, so I have Interceptor main. Interceptor's the speed one. I still haven't looked into like all the different. I need to do that tonight. I haven't looked into. You get a lot of energy through just stuff.
Zach was saying in Devil May Cry, you get mechanical arms or whatever.
Yeah.
Supposedly they're gonna give you the Mega Man blaster.
Yeah. So one of the Devil Breakers that you can get from getting the deluxe edition of the game, you get Mega Man's Mega Buster as a usable like special weapon in the game, and then eventually, like maybe a couple months or so, or a couple weeks or whatever down the line, everybody will have access to that Mega Buster for Nero in Devil May Cry 5. Because he has a robot arm now instead of a demon arm. So, you can get the Mega Buster. I mean,
Rayla
that's so cool.
said, I made my sister look like Bumblebee from Transformers Sexy as fuck.
Dude, I saw people were giving their javelins the Iron Man paint job. Looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
even though
that's
it's got
what
like the goat legs, but other than that,
It's gonna, I mean, it's... Mega Man Blaster. That's interesting.
I like it. It's a fun little.
Yeah, it's
a little thing.
Yeah, it's a fun thing.
You don't like it?
I just... Well, because out of all the characters, I wouldn't want to Devil May Cry like as far like nah. I wouldn't want to have a Mega Man blaster. I'd prefer a Proto Man blaster because Proto Man first and foremost is better than Mega Man. Let's just get that out of the way. And if you disagree, that's fine. But
I don't disagree.
Proto Man is way better than Mega Man. Like that's not even a contest. Like every time they've ever fought, Proto Man has given this dude the hands. It wasn't up until the point where Mega Man would have to get like the or certain upgrades and stuff to beat Proto Man. But even then, it was still a battle.
Yeah. I mean, nothing compares to that one time that you first see Zero with a long freaking hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And you're like, oh, who is that?
I want to be like that long hair. Glorious man.
Yeah, Proto Man, yeah, dude, Proto Man's the truth, bro. Like that's the dude.
Yeah.
Well.
Got anything else to
No,
say,
I have
guys?
nothing.
Oh yeah, Alita. That
Alita.
comes out.
Go see Alita.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go watch that for sure. That looks good.
Best 3D.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching that in 3D.
I saw.
I'm just repeating what James Cameron was saying.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did he make like a little promo?
Yeah.
dude, like
Yeah.
non-stop, crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, I'm James Cameron. You might know me.
With Dolby Digital.
Yeah, Dolby Digital. Why Dolby Digital is so awesome?
oh, Ramos, you play Apex Legends?
Everybody's talking about that thing.
Yeah, that's why.
Apex.
It was pretty good.
Man, it's.
Oh, I added you, Ramos. By the way, I mean I don't. You always be on Call of Duty, dude. He's always on Call of Duty.
Got a little fan base.
Yeah.
I'm always on Call of Duty.
Yeah, Apex Legends. Have you heard about Apex Legends?
It's
Apex
apparently going to
Legends-
be the new Fortnite.
It's what they're trying to do, but like, it's the creators of Titanfall. It takes place in the Titanfall universe,
Yeah.
but they made this without Titans instead of making Titanfall 3. So, it's a battle royale game. In
I
the
never really
Titanfall
got in the
universe
mechs.
without
I
Titans
never
or
got
wall
in the-
running.
When I played Titans, I never got in the mech suit.
What?
It's
I
called
was
Titanfall.
Yeah,
What does
but
the Titan do?
I was
It falls.
horrible in it. I was better just running around shooting dudes. And then when I would get in the mech suit, I would just like die anyways. So I'd either snipe or I'd go running around blasting people with the machine gun pistol you got in the game.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So it says that the Black Adam's tone will be very different from Shazam, like movie-wise, which I mean, obviously.
Maybe it'll be darker.
Yeah, it'll have to be. It's gonna be rougher for sure.
Maybe eventually it'll actually come out. Maybe that'll be the tone that it has. Is a released movie.
Ramos said so. Basically, you played a harder version of Call of Duty.
He played a game called Mechless.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, what happened? Oh, boy. All right.
Are you guys? Is it still on? I'd assume it's still on.
Yeah, the laptop was the one
Yeah.
that just died.
Okay.
I don't know why
Which is-
it's
yeah,
plugged-
it makes some
fucking
sense.
plugged in.
Yeah, it is. You tell it, man.
Fucking plugged in laptop.
You tell it, Ryan.
You son of a bitch.
You so-
Goddamn
a bitch.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
I don't know. I'm just there's a lot of stuff coming out this year. Everybody's excited for. I mean, you got Captain Marvel, you have Shazam, you have
Wonder Woman.
Ooh.
Or is that coming out 2020?
No, I think that's 2020.
I pushed it back.
Yeah,
I
you
forgot about
pushed
that.
it back. Yeah.
I just want to see Cheetah. That's all I just want to see.
Yeah,
Cheetah. I wanna see what they
I'm
wanna do with
very, I'm very curious to see how they do Cheetah. Because how they do Cheetah is gonna be how I.
This is what you'll hear for the Black
Yeah.
Adam movie.
I hope not.
Adam.
He's cooking. Your face. All right. Well.
Black Adam's gonna send Shazam
I like that.
back to Know Your Role Boulevard.
Ramos says.
Do they have that on
Ramos
here?
says, I want a comparison of everything that's happened involving DC since The Rock
Shoot,
was
bitches.
cast as Black Adam because it's been forever.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even. The whole Black Adam thing happened. It was 2012, 13? Maybe a little, maybe a little earlier than that.
They announced that around the time that that Batman vs Superman was coming out.
Yes, 2013.
Wow, jeez.
Or no, Batman vs Superman came out in 2015. I don't. Yeah, he said 2014. Yeah, because I remember hearing it while I was in high school,
Yeah.
and I got class of 13, baby.
What did he says? Choo choo.
Church.
Yeah, so I just.
What the hell?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, no,
see.
every time they even ask him about it, he's like, yeah, we're gonna make it.
He's been busy. Look at the man now, dude. These past couple years, he's really like stepped up his game. Albeit some of his movies are questionable, but he has really been.
I mean,
He's very loved right now.
I mean, they've been
Who?
making a Nightwing
Rock.
movie forever now too,
No, well,
With
let's
the-
be
with the-
honest, that should just never be done.
with the people who made the Lego movie, the directors of the Lego
It
movie.
should just not be done.
The Lego movie that I saw on the preview. He's
All
like,
my options.
he's like, oh, we're best buddies.
All my
Instead
options.
of best buddies because they both have best. He's like, we're best buddies.
All the people that I'd want to play Nightwing are too old. So it's
Yeah.
just like, dang, dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess if they do an older Nightwing, that'd be cool too. Because Ian Somerhalder, by God, that's Nightwing. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lego Batman was good. But anyways, I am done talking for the night, guys. I am tired.
He's
Okay.
trying to kick us out.
Kicking you guys the hell out of my
Yeah,
house.
that's what it seems like. I can keep going. I'm not tired at all. I came to play.
Take his party elsewhere, man.
Know your role.
Oh man.
What does The Rock say?
Know your role.
The Rock says.
The Rock says. Wait,
The
what is
Rock says.
The Lego movie people were supposed to make Flash? Dude, why are the Lego people making human movies?
Why not?
Because
With Lego stuff in
They're outside their boundaries.
Yeah, they are.
We're going way
It's a
outside our
different- It's a
boundaries.
different lane that they should probably not continue in.
it.
They're dabbling in the other side of the brick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at this point, it's not even happening. Like, it's been they've been talking about it since they're supposed to be making a Flash movie, Black Adam movie, Cyborg movie,
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Green Lantern movie, Nightwing movie.
Yeah, she keeps saying Cyborg, and I'm just like, really? People want that? Like,
They
I don't-
announced it. They announced
That's
it. back in the-
ridiculous.
Booyah!
No,
They wanted it.
I just
You know
don't.
you want Cyborg, dude.
No, ooh, no,
You want- you
nah,
want-
let's
you
not
wanna
even
be-
joke about that. No,
You want to be in the.
don't.
you wanna be in the
Let's not
theater-
even joke about
You
that
want to
one.
be in the theater. You want to
No,
get up and say
let's-
"Booyah!" That's the
Nah,
number one
let's not
command.
even joke about that. I don't like Cyborg. He's
Booyah!
never. Nah, bro. Not a fan.
I'm gonna
Not a
find that.
fan.
I'm gonna find that thing for you.
He just his whole It really what really turned me off from it was when New 52 when he joined the Justice League when they made him a Justice League member.
Yeah.
And it's not because of he's a Teen Titan and all that stuff. I don't care what he was. He's not a Justice League member. Like he's not a leaguer. Like
Yeah.
he got a huge promotion that
He didn't earn.
did not earn or deserve, like, from me. I don't care about Superman and Batman's opinions. He didn't earn it from me.
Yeah, I let him in Teen Titans. He's always forever a Titan.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what he is, and that's what he'll always be. But, nah. Man. I don't respect. I don't.
That's great. Oh my god.
They made
got the Sonic, you got the boom.
Booyah!
Ooh. They made Jump Street 2, which Jump Street was good. Also made Solo. You see, and that's
Well,
probably
they-
why Solo.
I mean, they did it. They did that before. What's his name took over?
Oh yeah, that's what he says. Well, they made it, then Disney had someone else make. See, the Solo movie again, dude. It's just I expected more. It's Han Solo, like the only human, the only main human character that's been a part of this universe for a while, and like I just expected it. I expected it to be a Michael Bay film. Like explosions, fight scenes, gun shootouts. Like I expected it to be Clint Eastwood / Michael Bay
Yeah.
/ that's it.
Expendables.
Yeah, sure. But like and then we didn't get that, and that's kind of what like it was just like the movie wasn't boring per se, but like it just I wanted more.
I got you. Yeah, I mean,
Got to see the Kessel Run, so that was cool.
we had to see how Han Solo got his name in that totally epic scene where they decided
Oh
to
my
name him
God.
Han by himself.
Yeah. Oh, no passenger? Yeah, but just Han Solo, right? Bum, bum.
It's like giving see ya. Oh, it's just see ya. See you're in a car. See ya.
Later.
That's your last name. See ya. Kia.
It's just, I don't know.
It was a stupid way.
A
Of giving
lot
it a name.
of I've talked to a lot of people and they're just like, yo, a lot of people are against, like, so pretty much there's a Star Wars movie every year, give or take. A lot of people are saying that needs to slow down because it's not as epic as it is. It's still gonna make the money, but it's not as.
It's not an event like it was.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas
Yeah.
you were waiting a couple years, for the next Star Wars movie, and you were getting hyped. But now they're just.
Like, oh, another one.
Yeah. And then now it's just like, because they just put them back to back to back, and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Ramos says Ryan wants to go so much he's even out of the frame.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Sorry.
He's messing on the button app thing.
Yeah.
Look at the sounds.
I just because what was it? It was Force Awakens, right? It went Force Awakens
last
into no. Force
Rogue
Awakens
One.
into Rogue One to Last Jedi to
To
Han
Solo.
Solo. Yeah, that's just a.
And then it was supposed to go from that to
That's what 4
9.
movies?
9, and then they're gonna do an Obi-Wan.
Yeah, 4 movies, and 3 of the 4 movies sucked. So I don't get it. 2 out of the 4 movies sucked because I still did like Han Solo.
Which 2 sucked?
Come on, man! Don't.
No, I mean everybody I talk to has different opinions on this.
The trilogy.
Yeah.
The side movies are better than the trilogies. Force Awakens, Last Jedi. Yo, I can't. Like, I really can't. Like, they're not good. And. Yeah, it's Han Solo's little theme. Yeah.
I was hoping you were gonna say Han. I didn't say Han Solo.
I just, yeah, dude, I don't know. A lot of people like the. A lot of people like the
That was
Force
Han Solo and
Awakens.
Chewie.
A lot of people liked Last Jedi. There was certain scenes that I liked. Obviously, it's a movie, but like the just overall the story, the plot, it was just, and then the disrespect for whatever his name was, making Last Jedi and completely just ruining how the movie should have played out is just.
Or everything Abrams
just-
laid out.
Yeah, just ridiculous. Because like even with the original, even with the original Star Wars movies, like you had different directors for the films, yes, but there was there was an overseer. They all kind of just looked and kind of just checked everything out.
Yeah.
But with this one, it's like he just said, "Oh, Abrams, I don't care what you did in the first movie. I'm gonna go my own way." Because he was so focused on starting his own trilogy. That's why the movie ends with the kid and like, because he's trying to introduce his own characters.
Yeah.
Like you can't do that. Like it's part of it's the middle film. How do you why didn't you just do the last film and set your stuff up? Don't ruin it. Now Abram has choices to make.
He has to
Either in
clean
the
stuff
third
up.
movie, he either has to clean stuff up or he has to go a completely different route.
Damn it, John.
To make it
never,
full circle.
never,
Never tell me the odds.
never tell me the odds.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good at all, dude.
I agree. I agree with that. I did like Force Awakens though.
Rama says
Yeah.
I think 7's fine overall, and there's parts of 8 that were very good, but then parts that are very bad. Yeah, I don't know.
I think
Everybody I talks to who's like older than me, they're just like, oh well, because like I'd have kids come into the store and be like, oh, Force Awakens Legend, and I kind of look at them, and I look at the parents, and I'm just like,
What's wrong
What
with
did you?
you?
What have you done?
interesting.
Have you shown them any good movies?
like
Oh my God.
well, like it's just and then like I talked to a lot of like people, and they're just like, oh, it's an age thing, you know. The older people like, you know, the Luke movies, your generation likes the Anakin. I was like, that's not true. A lot of people in my generation don't like the Anakin movies. And that's what it is. And then this generation, I guess Rey is the hero, but like, let's be honest, Poe is doing all the work. Like, yo, Poe is my favorite character out of this whole new trilogy. Because at first, I didn't really like him in Force Awakens because he's just like, oh yeah, I'm the best pilot and I'm the blah blah blah. And I'm like, calm down, man. You live in the same universe as Anakin. No, you're not. Let's back that track up. And then in the second movie though, the Last Jedi opens up, and
He's
my
laying it
dog's
down.
and I'm just like, all right, Poe is literally my favorite character in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
will
and then
say-
I really still just hate the fact that they didn't put Lando in the casino scene. Like, that really bothered me.
Yeah,
Like,
everybody
that was the
bothers that.
perfect. It was the perfect place.
It's
It's
all
Democracy!
I firmly think that Ryan Johnson went on all the forums, saw what people were expecting to happen, and was like, well, that's not going in there.
Probably just like read everything and like, yeah. eh.
Who were Ray's parents?
I thought about
None
it, but
of these.
yeah, dude. And then if I have to I don't really want to go into breaking down that movie, but yo, if you're a Star Wars fan, you cannot sit here and tell me that what did Ramos said? Ryan Johnson made such stupid decisions and they had to be on purpose. Finn should have died in episode 8, and that's the only purpose he could have served in the film, and he couldn't even stick that. Yeah, albeit Rose did kind of get in the way. Rose did kind of get in the way. I just I don't know. I think my thing with the Force Awakens and Last Jedi, like they're copy and paste the Luke movies, especially Last Jedi. Last Jedi was almost scene for scene, like parts of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Like I can't. So I'm just like, what are we? Are we really at a point in Star Wars time where we're copying and pasting and
Running out of
can't
stuff
make like original? Because I read the books, the canon ones, the non-canon ones. I played all the video games. I watched all the TV shows, the cartoons. Dude, Star Wars has such a wide, like they could go with anybody.
Yeah,
See,
I want them to
my-
do this guy right here. See if you can. Whose theme is that?
Darth Maul.
Right? I want
I want-
a Darth Maul movie.
See, my problem with these movies, my problem with these movies is I feel like we're following a girl who is falling into power rather than earning it.
Well, yeah,
And
that's the whole.
It's like, and
the
that's
whole millennial thing.
I know, but I like to think there's more to that, but it's there's not. It's just you're following this girl who's just like. She knows all of a sudden that she can use a mind trick.
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
and that's the thing. Speaking on that, I read so many articles how it's saying like millennials don't like Rey per se because like Rey is basically a character who's saying millennials don't really work for anything. It hands to them. It falls to them. And with the whole concept of Force Awakens, where it went from the OG Star Wars movie being like certain people can use the Force to where now in Force Awakens it's the Force is everywhere. You just have to learn how to tap into it.
Yeah.
That kind of just, and I can see why people are getting mad. I didn't like that. The Force is it depends on how you look at it. The Force can be a spiritual thing. It can be there's
It took a level of mastery.
different ways to look at it, but
Yeah.
Why did I do a movie on this? Like, I want this. Like, do a movie on this place.
The cantina, just a documentary.
Yeah,
about
just
the building.
how it was made and how who runs it, all the different owners through the years.
I would love to have like a HGTV kind of like we got a problem here. There's some mold in the walls. There's a little extra.
like a show, like a silly Star Wars show.
lower listed type.
It was literally a Google suggestion a week before release. It's midichlorians. I don't know, man. Certain people,
Yeah.
like, I like the OG movies, like how it's like certain people can, whatever, not just, oh, you will release me from these chains. Like, who are you?
Oh, the air feels dense here. I guess I'm in the force now.
Yeah, like who? Like she's shackled up and she's like, you will release me. Didn't work, and then she calms down, puts on a straight face, turns to him. You will release me from these chains. I will release you from these chains. And I'm like, no, you shoot her now. Like you need to.
I kind of wish he would just be like,
Injure-
I will not.
He's like, walks out. Another stormtrooper comes by. Yo, what's up with that chick, bro? She's crazy. Like I just don't. I don't like. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. The whole changing the way the Force works and the whole and it's not. I don't know.
It defeats the purpose of like having a Padawan, having any training.
Yeah.
Like the
Because
whole
she's just-
scene with Luke fighting that robot blindfolded means nothing.
Oh yeah, training and stuff like that. And then when Last Jedi, when Rey's on the planet and like just laugh.
The hard part is yes.
When Rey's on the planet, so like I'm huge martial arts enthusiast. I've taken martial arts since I was a kid.
Mhm.
Bow staff training does not, I repeat, does not translate into using a Jedi. That's like using a lightsaber. That is
Jedi.
Yeah, that is, dude. Those. That's like you're talking about like a span of like 3 to 4 different forms of martial arts, like fighting styles. She's all of a sudden swinging around a bow staff and then picks up the lightsaber and I can use this now. Like, what are you talking about?
She used her infinite knowledge of the Force
Infinite knowledge
to understand what to
to
do
tap into.
immediately.
Yeah, of course.
But then she needs extra help, so she goes and finds Luke because she's helpless without him.
Well, no, I'm talking about the part where
I know.
yeah.
I know.
It's just where she's swinging it and hitting at the rock, and then she takes the saber and she does it. And I'm just like, yo, it doesn't. It parts of it can correlate, I guess, but like you're talking about, again, you're talking about like 3-4 different fighting forms. You have bow staff. You have the lightsaber. Is if you ever watch the documentary, it's a combination of like oh my god, I'm drawing a blank right now. Kendo, fencing, and like something else, but I'm drawing a blank. But those were the main one, fencing and kendo, because that's the style that pretty much everybody almost used.
Yeah.
And like you're just, I used the bow staff my whole entire life, and so now I can
Master.
use a lightsaber
I'm also
too.
I'm Bowmaster.
I'm also over 9,000 in power.
Yeah,
and,
that's
why?
like
Because I said so.
that's like using throwing stars and then picking up a sword and just being good at it. Like it
I've thrown
doesn't.
some stars in my day, so
Yeah,
watch out.
it doesn't make sense.
yeah.
Like it just.
Yeah, no, I get
Her
you.
character, I don't want to say her character's broken, but like her
It is.
character is.
It's 100% broken.
Yeah, man, I just don't. Rogue One, out of these last couple years, Rogue One was by far the best Star Wars film to have came out.
Yeah, I want
And
a single Darth Vader movie would be great.
off just the premise that the story was good, the characters were good, because you knew how everything was gonna end. It was a suicide team. You knew that from the beginning, but the way they took you to that journey, they did such a good job, dude.
And it wasn't really about them surviving, it was about the information being sent, and that's
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
Well, that's what was important. So, like, even though they died, they passed the information
Yeah.
on in that scene with Darth Vader,
Yeah.
and that's what gave you goosebumps.
Yeah. Oh
You
no,
know?
for sure, dude. Darth Vader, like the movie was good, but that Darth Vader scene just, that pushed it to a whole. Because all you hear, these guys are posting up, and they're like, they can't see. You just hear metal, scrunging. Because I'm assuming he's like breaking down the door. You hear the footsteps. The footsteps stop, and then you hear. And then lightsaber just comes on, and then you're just like that was
And
terrifying.
then the guys were screaming this.
Democracy!
Democracy!
I'm
sorry.
It was terrifying.
Yeah, no, that was more of that, please. I
Yeah.
want that with Darth Maul.
What if
please.
like he's slashing him with his lightsaber and all he hears is each
After time he strikes a dude. Actually, there's a lot of people who there's a lot of people on YouTube who make videos like
Oh,
that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, like change the sound effects of when they're hitting.
Or as
something.
like the door opens up, it's like shh, and you hear this. He's like, you can't see me.
Yeah, that's a time of wrestling that I just.
I think that's a good place.
Yeah,
to call
good
it
play,
quits for
call it
tonight.
quits.
All right.
All right, guys.
It is 1:13 in the morning. Thank you guys for sticking with us this entire time. I've been Zach,
John.
And Ryan.
and we will
Always.
see you guys next week for our next installment of
Yes.
Fresh Cup of Comics.
Hopefully, are you guys gonna be?
Fresh Cup of Comics.
Huh? Wait, what?
You're gonna be are you guys gonna be here?
Yeah.
You're gonna be my date on Friday. Next week's Valentine's. Valentine's.
Is it? Oh
Wait.
wait, no, wait.
Friday's
Hold up.
Valentine's Day?
Friday is. Ooh. I don't normally be Friday.
Okay.
John,
I might
you'll
be-
have me and Zach.
I might be in Miami, so I don't.
Me in Miami. Hey,
Okay.
maybe we can get a call from John.
It's gonna be way too loud where I'm going.
Hey, I'm John. I'm at
3 points.
3 Points Club, whatever that is.
No, it's not. I don't. It's a festival. It's a music festival. A huge music festival.
We see.
Yeah. So I don't know.
We're gonna get some
But then
texts
again.
from John.
Then again, I don't know if I'm. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna go
Get
yet.
subscribers while you're there. Like while you're like, check me out, man. I'm watching.
You
these
got the
guys."
cards. You got the business pens. You got the.
Zach has a bunch of pens he could give to you.
I don't have them with me.
You can hand them out.
I don't got them with me.
Yeah, 3 points is February 15th to 17th, but I'm only going. I don't know yet. Actually, I don't know, dude.
Okay. Hey, if you're not
We'll
here,
see.
me and Zach will
And
be
then
here.
this weekend, Japanese breakfast.
Where?
The Hampton.
No. What? No, that's the name of a singer. Japanese breakfast is the name of
What you're gonna say after you eat?
No, it's the name of a singer.
It's the name of what?
It's the name of a singer.
Wait, so who's getting breakfast then?
Wait, his name's Japanese breakfast.
Her name.
Her name?
It's Japanese breakfast. Yeah.
Is she good though? Is it a good
Yeah, it's
breakfast?
indie music.
Are you gonna have wasabi?
Yeah, I love indie.
Sake.
Maybe after or before. I might get some sushi.
All right, guys. We love you guys. See you next.